Grapes of Wrath, man. I've heard about that book. What's that about? We're recording now, by the way, on the Reckoning podcast.
Yeah.
Represent for the Grapes of Wrath.
I'm super important.
Oh, you're an important person?
Yeah, I'm super important, so it makes sense why I'm talking into a microphone.
I don't want to go down the same road as Tupac.
You'd have pointed the microphone to
Man, you'd be lucky to go down the boulevard.
Yeah, true. Hey.
You just don't want to get shot.
That's right. That's true. Hey, who do you think's on top of the pyramid?
Oh, fuck.
Shyamalan? maybe M. Night Shyamalan, the director?
I think if you want to look for a good story, he's the dude.
Right.
The one at the top of the pyramid is Batman.
Batman is the dude. I think money's on top of the pyramid.
Gold.
There's not enough money for people, so they just keep printing it exponentially, right? So.
Maybe that's how they attracted people to Egypt. They put a big gold thing on top of the pyramid and people are like, gold, they want to get closer to it.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't get the gold fascination. I mean, I want it because everyone else wants it.
Man, it's archetypal. Man, it's archetypal. Fucking gold from the dragon. Gold is like, it's like the golden snitch in fucking Harry Potter, man. The gold is the ideal. It's what you're trying to find in life.
Like the ring, how it's gold, and they're like, oh my god.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings, man. So fucking gold is on top of the pyramid. The pyramid is topped with fucking gold-plated nuggets. Probably. I don't know. Maybe. Hey, do you have a lighter?
Illuminati on Facebook says, be careful who you trust. The devil was once an angel.
Facebook.
Nice. You had Illuminati on Facebook.
Illuminati Facebook. That's so
But
cool.
they actually had
Dissimulation is real.
I don't think I've been so amused by something since I heard about the anonymous Facebook. Trademark anonymous. Yeah.
Illuminati, they love technology. They want to reach the stars, so they're trying to like boost technology as much as they can. The church has always been like,
Well, they must be believing in what Elon's dealing.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm just gonna turn up your levels there, because I'm gonna turn you up to 69. Yeah, that's a good
Is that a
one.
better person?
69. My favorite number.
Testes. Testes. 1, 2. Lick my testes. Lick my testes.
Lick,
3, 2,
lick.
4.
So guys, do you reckon Pluto is a planet?
I think it's a dwarf planet.
Right?
Yeah. So it's still a planet technically.
Yeah, it's still a planet. Fucking represent,
It's a
man.
fucking midget planet.
It's a midget, but size doesn't matter, bro.
Fidgety little midget planet.
It's how he uses his gravitational mass that really matters.
Pluto's gonna be like the clitoris of the universe by the time like people figure out what's going on there.
Yeah,
It'll
like-
be too
Yeah,
late.
it's the
If
jewel.
the universe
you know?
gets on
And the whole
steroids,
universe
it'll
will already
grow.
be pissed off at us.
Pluto will grow and become a real planet if it gets on steroids.
They took him for granted, right?
It's a clit.
Yeah.
It's just gotta get bigger, doesn't it?
I don't think Pluto is that sensitive though.
Steroids get like a little
Seems
dick. The clit turns into like a little mini dick.
Well, it is like a little dick. It's like a female dick.
Up inside my butt. Now I know where it goes when I do steroids.
Hip-hop gets me revved.
Oh, I'm so glad you finally rocked up, man. I'm just sitting here talking myself into a
Oh, I
hole.
thought you were supposed to come and get me.
We're being interviewed and shit.
Feel free to be included in my podcast.
As long as you don't,
You are completely anonymous. Yeah.
Hip-hop hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus. Oh, you see.
Androgynous hippopotamus.
The rhinoceros.
Shawnee's looking a lot like a demo today.
Shawnee. Yeah. There's a bit of a...
What?
Like a demo. Like he smokes too many durries.
Siggy butt brain.
Like a ciggy butt brain, yeah.
I'll go take my break.
Oh yeah.
No, I know what'll happen to me if I shave my head.
What if Damo's on top of the pyramid?
You'll be in the background like. Can't do it anyway, I love my hair too much.
Well, that's sort of the way I envision lentils is like an upward pyramid,
Yeah.
you know? Because it is a pyramid scheme, but it empowers people.
Powerful pyramids.
It's a very empowering pyramid, and it works with the demos at the bottom.
True.
Just like me, just like Shawnee, powering the whole machine.
Hey, I have a
Yeah,
question.
wood for the
Yeah,
fire.
feel free to be included if you want. My question is, do you guys know what the hell is up with, you know, like, why do we say triangulate? What does that have to do with triangles? Why don't we say, like, squareulate?
Because it could be, yeah.
Because you use 3 people to
pentagulating.
triangulate somebody.
You use what, sir?
You use 3 people to triangulate somebody, not 4.
Like
That's why it's not a
satellites.
quadrillate or something like that.
For real, though?
Instead of making one big satellite, he's making 5 little satellites so he can quadrangulate.
I'm still talking about Pluto.
Well, I guess we could be, because maybe there's a satellite on Pluto, satellite of lava, Pluto, who knows? So,
Through the microphone.
Good, how are you?
man, it's a pretty hardcore microphone. Well,
Basil.
I'm calling you.
Basil,
That's
yeah.
what I got to
Basil,
say. You can't
yeah,
tell
me
me nothing.
I don't know, man. I'm just gonna edit that shit out anyway. Would you guys and gals like to drop some collective gems to the collective unconscious of Melbourne?
No. Classic.
No gems to
What a
drop.
cutie.
No, it hasn't been many
Maybe she's not a
He's
minor.
like
man, who
unconscious
knows?
at the moment.
Maybe we're lacking in gems.
Did you do some Xannies and that's why you're so unconscious, walking around collectively unconscious and conscious?
How cool are you making a podcast?
Yeah, man. I put it to lo-fi hip-hop instrumentals. You gotta go balls deep like fucking Johnny Rodden. You just gotta not give a fuck.
No names. No names.
We're all anonymous here at the Reckoning.
Recorded at this minute.
We are.
We are anonymous at the Reckoning.
How old are you, Emily? How old
Shit,
are
I
you?
gotta think of a question.
You're so little compact.
Yeah, you're tiny.
Hey,
I'm not picking on you.
You got it all your life, haven't you? True.
I got picked on.
Beautiful thing.
you got picked on. Why'd you get picked on, man?
You deserve to get picked on.
Apparently I deserve it.
Look at you.
Do you know, honestly, I think the person who picked on me was interested in me.
Yeah, that's always how it
All
works.
like,
Typical. That's why you're always bullying me, and I'm always like, Percy, go away.
Tall poppy syndrome.
Because I like you.
It's true.
Hey, that goes on
syndrome,
in our
yeah.
been
society.
knocked down so
We're
many
all
times.
victims.
Do you think a lot of
culprits.
people in our society suffer from the syndrome?
No, not many.
Not many.
I feel so sterile. All
That's good.
Class of its own, yeah. It feels like I'm smoking in a hospital.
Hey, what do you guys and gals think is the next stage of human evolution?
Wings.
Like the fucking flying fox?
Oh no, gills.
Don't need
Gills.
nothing.
Yeah, definitely gills.
Think it and you're there.
I'm President Obama. He was going to
Of unity, which creates us being more harmonious with each other.
Okay.
I'll have some harmoniousness. Thank you.
There's too many people. Somebody's got to die.
69.
That's probably not going to be me. I'm not volunteering. I was thinking about it earlier, but I think about it all the
There's no
time.
volunteering. Some of these guys.
I'm sure everybody does, really. So it
too
means
much
that your
to do.
life is a conscious choice constantly, so you
The
should never
best
whine about it.
description I heard was this guy that's, what do you call it, started off, what do you call it when you don't believe in God?
Atheist.
Atheist?
He went on a trip all over the world and he ended up at the source of the
podcast people.
Ganges.
Take my leave.
And
Illuminati started
because that
in
was supposed to be
Bavaria.
some kind of trip, like a
Just takes
religious
courage.
trip. And
Courage to research.
Nice to meet
He
I
you.
researched a
thought
lot of gangs too.
Nice to meet you.
humanity
Next time.
was like the
It reflects you.
river and the drips just going over the rocks and
We're on the mic. Speaking to the mountain.
humanity.
Do you think we're gonna merge with the machines?
I'm looking to merge with the machines. I can't wait to get.
We already work for a machine.
I want a
People
hard
have
drive.
heart-
Computer.
Would you get a robot cock?
And then I don't have to carry my phone because it's in my skin.
That just went to a whole new level of depravity.
Of course you
what
would
I
if
do
you
at the
needed
I
one.
like one of those eyes, the robot eyes.
Yeah.
Detachable
Better
penis?
than the original,
In
right?
Melbourne?
That's the thing.
Such a good
You got a
song.
good
You could
voice
take it
to
off,
get out
you
there.
could
Get out
put it
your
on your shoulder.
Get out your elder collective. Of
I'm going to
your-
have my own blog.
Oh, for real? Do a plug. Do a blog
no
plug.
way.
Let me take over.
It's too
Plug the blog.
even being a guru is so egotistical.
See ya.
Can be, I guess.
And humans can't help but
See you, Percy.
become egotistical
Take
if they
care.
get worship on.
Do you think your guys and gals are feng shuiing on point this evening? Like you feel like you've got a bit of balance and order, good feng
think
shui mentally?
It's
Good.
a Chinese concept. I don't recognise it as such, but it's all good. It's about vibrations and stuff. I don't know.
432 hertz represent.
I don't think I'd die if I had the wrong door in the wrong place.
God, true.
Do you
I don't know if it's true. It might be true, but
do you feel like you are pursuing your own ideals and goals in your life?
oh, fucking no way.
No.
It's
Why?
too hard being human, just surviving day to day.
So you gave up?
No way. Why am I here talking to you today? If I gave up, I'd be.
So I thought you said that you weren't pursuing them. Did I mishear you? Or?
I weren't pursuing them, and then
Trick
I went
question.
into why I wasn't pursuing them because it's too hard. I mean,
What's the trick, bro?
I probably
What's the trick?
am, but at the
I don't know what you reckon.
it's really hard.
It's just the difference between pursuing them and fulfilling them. You never fulfill your life dreams because you have too many.
Maybe the journey is the
You
destination.
just have to become happy with what you got, you know, and what you can achieve, and learn that you can achieve more, and then achieve more, and be happy with that. And if you're not going to, then learn that you're comfortable with the fucking choices that you made, and be a shit cunt. And be like, all right, I'm making this decision every day to be a piece of shit, and I'm glad with that because that's all I ever chose to be.
What makes you happy? What makes you happy, bro?
Cooking for friends.
Doing good deeds for your fellow
hanging out,
fellow reckoners. Yeah.
fucking rah.
Oh boy,
Hey, that's how-
Ranger.
Oh, here we go.
Rangers. Oh my god.
Representing at the reckoning, we have the Ranger has entered the discussion.
I cannot believe that in Australia they pick on people with red hair and that
I
skin.
feel-
Do you get that?
And
I got that a lot.
beauty.
Yeah,
It's
carrot
just
top, ginger
unbelievable.
brains, do the cup smash the drags.
They're
all
just
of
so
it.
Oh, right.
beautiful.
There you go. There you go. Drop some gems to the
It
fucking
was
unconscious
dramatic.
Do
So
you,
traumatic. By the age of 16, I had to become an emo and dye my hair black.
Hey, do you believe in aliens?
Oh, which alien?
Like maybe Plutonian aliens?
I've been seeing a lot of things on Netflix about
Possibly.
how aliens are totally real and Area
Yeah, I've
51
met a few
and all
Palladians
that.
and all
there's
this
this
shit.
guy that's like made this show that is just like 150% that
Why am I holding
aliens
this?
exist and that
Yeah,
the
we're
government
podcasting.
knows and every government knows
Rock and
and
roll,
it's
you know.
been suppressed because of people's panic and all this shit.
All right. So if you met an alien, how would you represent for humanity? What would you ask the alien?
Depends on what they fucking said.
Very good point. If they were
If they
nice or
went-
bad. Wait, which type of alien actually are we talking here? Like, good or
Well,
bad?
you don't know because it's so alien.
Oh, I don't know. I've spent a lot of time researching aliens. I'm prepared myself.
But like alien by context is like unknown. It's like out
Well, I
of the
guess so.
categories of what
I've
you
been
know.
spending a lot of time researching extraterrestrials, then so does that count?
Yeah.
So if I met an alien, if it was one of the ones that I know is generally beneficial to mankind, I would be like, yo,
No, they have
upgrade
been.
my
They
software,
have been.
mate.
Otherwise they would have just fucking annihilated
How do you
us.
know you're indigenous to planet Earth?
I don't think
We
I am.
aren't. We're from the stars. We came on a
Stardust.
meteor. Yeah,
The only thing that we have that's plant
they know
matter
that
is
in our DNA.
the Earth DNA atoms that we have, which is like really strange compositions of stardust and
So maybe Deimos from Jupiter.
yes.
Could be.
Maybe I came from constellation Sagittarius.
All right, well, here's one of the questions that I've been asking people this evening. To quote Johnny Rodden from the Sex Pistols in an interview that he did, I think he mentioned that along the lines of something that he thinks that people don't respect individuality enough. Would you agree with that statement?
They worship it.
Definitely back in those days.
Worship it.
You worship?
No.
You worship?
Humanity do.
Worship
The rest of humans, one individual who are sheep, worship, and it's a whole
Worship the people who
industry,
are individuals.
Hollywood, all that. You know,
Celebrities.
if you are good at being an individual and good at like hip hop, all this stuff,
Doing something
all the
different.
music, Yeah, and if you're good at entertaining, which is very individualistic, not 99
Creative,
people
for sure.
can't do it.
Soul expression really comes from
At the moment, we are worshipping, but to the point
worshipping and celebrating, romanticizing the imitations of the creative
and sport. Like
pleasant,
in the
appealing
30s,
being.
sport wasn't worshipped. It was just amateur. People weren't paid millions of dollars to play tennis. They did it for the love of it.
But do you think like sport is an expression of the individual, or
No, I think it's a control of the government.
Bread and circuses, huh?
It's now become
that's it.
competitive. It used to be, let's try and become the most best person that we can be, and now it's become like, you know, let's become like the dominant and the bestest, and like pretty much fuck the rest. Because I mean, it's gone so far from teamwork to now I want to become the best and only the best. Like I'm the only leading championship.
it's become corrupt, it's become a business, it's become a money-making industry, and there's a lot of drugs involved in that a lot of people don't know. There's a really great documentary that came out recently called Icarus that talked about the Russian state-sponsored doping industry.
How
Yeah,
they did it. He was there.
I knew I'd see you here tonight, motherfucker. You can represent on the reckoning, motherfucker.
Wait, spit a verse. Do it.
For this, I flow with the divine back in time. I'm taking my pride. I ain't doing the crime. I flow with my dynasty, finding my irony. The shadows burning inside of me with fury. Fast lights flashing, my eyes, my fist of furious, slicing through the light like white lightning. The eye of your genes are splicing in two. I move through with my prey mantis, kung fu like super glue. I re-elevate and integrate and create you, cause I'm one with the divine. I'm wielding the sword of time. Cut your mind cord like a cyborg. I'm the divine lord and I shine in my age of prime.
Yo, my man's like a praying mantis. Damn, the man just splits and spits. Cryptic, lyric, misfit atom. Spit and fathom, mad hymns. I'm just bapping on the street, an atom to the beat. Ready, Freddy, machete. Gonna go and flow. Motherfuckers act so discreet, but they don't know the tones that I grow and flow and throw. Homes, tones on a road, row mad, fucking nomad with a notepad. Just another broke lad with a green mic, ready to see time.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's cool.
that free rhyme.
that was so good.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah. No, I like after that conversation, that needed to be followed up with a bit of a flow of what we're preaching, really.
I love it. Hey, well, like we were just talking about aliens. Could we rap about an alien? Yeah, let's talk about some aliens.
Or is it
Bro.
just tied up?
Aliens. Fuck yeah.
That's tied up.
There's a little bit left.
So you have cut it.
Oh yeah.
Fucking rang it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, all the blonde's
Oh,
gone.
that's so cool.
You know what? After you've been, shamed for so long, you're like, hey, you know what? Actually, I'm a rare fucking unicorn. Fuck you all.
Yeah, that's
Rang it shame.
Person now.
There's one less
Letting the
person.
afro hang out and
So
shit, but instead
red and-
it's just your red hair.
Red and black fucking
That's
unicorn.
hot.
Red and black
Respect.
unicorn. Wow.
Of
My
love.
niece is a ringer, and she's like paler than you are, and
Yeah, I'm not even
And then
that right
Aries.
compared to some for sure.
She's even more pale than you.
yeah.
If I had freckles and wide eyebrows, I'd probably struggle a lot more too. Oh man,
You think so?
I'd be called an albino probably too.
They were worshipped in the 16th century.
You know,
Hey, I have a
and the
question, guys.
18th.
Do you, in in your
pouch.
personal social interactions, do you play the devil's advocate much? And do you know what I mean by devil's
when
advocate?
appropriate, very much when appropriate. If someone
What does that
is out of
actually
line.
mean?
You
Yeah.
kind of, it's kind of when someone's doing something where you feel it may be a little bit inappropriate, and just for shock reaction, so that they can maybe get a little taste of their own medicine, you kind of like throw the alternative perspective at them, just so they have the ability to see
Take
maybe
the
what
wrong side or the opposite
just
side.
just usually out of means to want to help them kind of gain a new perspective generally.
Okay.
Sometimes it really sucks though when devil's advocate has become like almost a mentality actually. And
Yeah,
that's
people
when
can
it
get
becomes destructive actually.
yeah when they don't have that effective balance between the order and chaos, perhaps.
Yeah, that's
do you-
exactly it. Chaos
do you-
unappropriate, order inappropriate.
Do you think that an appropriate time to play devil's advocate would be to someone that is incredibly dogmatic and closed-minded?
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, that's generally when I find it very much the most effective, actually. Most hardest shelled people.
Is there a difference
Back to
between...
work. Thanks, Tim.
Is there... What's this for?
It's a podcast I'm doing. It's called
Is
the...
someone actually listening?
Yeah, man, it's recorded. Well, they're not listening now. I put it to LoFi Hip-Hop Instrumentals.
Gotcha.
You're completely anonymous, by the way.
Yeah, awesome. So I think that there's no such thing as like the devil's advocate, for me at least.
Do you know what the devil's advocate means?
From your explanation, yeah. Because
I didn't explain what I meant by devil's advocate.
she did, yeah.
Oh, yeah? So you agree with her definition?
That's the only definition I know of.
What was that definition? Because I think I missed it.
It was basically just playing the alternative perspective, whether you may agree with it or not, just so that the other person has the opportunity to see the opposite perspective.
The nuance.
Yeah,
nuance,
basically what they haven't opened their mind to yet, basically.
I'm still trying to think something to rhyme with podcast.
This one is a king for devil's advocate. Whether appropriate or not is definitely there sometimes.
That's why I disagree with it though. Sorry, that's why I disagree with it though, because like I don't do it for manipulation to give them their own taste as such. I just do it because I disagree. Do you know what I mean? Sorry? I just do it because I disagree. If I disagree with someone, I'm just going to say it straight.
That's generally why I feel devil's advocate is generally appropriate, is when there's a situation where the other person hasn't really taken into consideration the opposite perspective and is generally not ready to open their mind to. Yeah. That's when the other person generally gets a little upset and a little bit passive in trying to make bring awareness to the other side of the situation, you know, to really help find a solution or a conclusion that's even and not just one-sided.
How do you generally react when you play the devil's advocate to these people and they're not willing to empathize? They're only going to stick in their dogmatic group and they're not going to think outside of the box. How do you generally react to them?
How I would react to that? Well, I feel like the most immediate reaction I probably instinctively would go for would be to almost kind of bring them into a state where they may be feeling that emotion themselves too, and maybe in that perspective. So almost playing out like a role play situation where it was like, what if you had been through these circumstances? How would you feel then?
Hypotheticals. That's a good tactic to kind of remove the personal element of it, like it's me against you, listening outside of our own interactions. Hypothetically, if this
perspectives, exactly it. It's not just one or the other.
If it came down to it, it would be me against you.
Sorry, was that?
I say if it came down to it, it would be me against you, right?
But we are one, really, together.
Like I've heard,
like the king said,
say that they'd rather starve to death than take an animal's life or something. But ultimately, like they don't know the mind frame. They don't know what it's like to survive. That's the speech from a place of great privilege to say that you could never take a life or something like that. You know, you don't really know how to live until you've taken a life, I think.
Yeah, it's true. You need to be able to integrate your shadow, as like Nietzsche said, right? You got to have that balance. You got to know your dark side and know when to use it when appropriate. I totally agree with that.
And know when it's destructive and when it is brought forward unnecessarily by the inner child who yet has to learn about how to control and understand these situations without letting them affect us in these irrational ways.
And perhaps maybe they get revealed more so when people aren't actually in
denial,
when they haven't integrated their dark side and they don't have a awareness of it, maybe then it's way more likely to come up out of their control in a more kind of reflex way.
Because they're not aware of it almost, and not being aware of it almost, it almost initiates its existence more so just by letting it have that free roam and not actually taking the time to sit down and actually understand ourselves and what we may not like about our lives, ourselves, or our reality. And in that sense, if we don't take that time to figure out what we don't like or what we associate as negative, we're never going to be able to have that time to transmute that into what we
transmute that shit, man.
Transition that into positive associations rather than just constantly thinking about the bad. and in that sense, really changes the dynamic of the thought process and the mentality, which in end changes actions and the world.
It's not mine, is it?
All the things, Jazzy, you said them well.
Yeah, that.
Great job.
Fucking represent Jazzy for the next level of jazz consciousness, motherfuckers.
Oh god.
Now,
Bring out my Pisces.
So, all right.
Play with my dick.
What? Play with the dick, yo. What?
I got caught. I'm sorry.
You got caught, man. What you get caught for?
No, I will not make out with you.
I didn't ask, and I was touching him inappropriately.
Who? What?
Don't act like you're not impressed.
Me too.
What? Brucey, why are you always touching people inappropriately?
In a nice way.
Okay. I think 69. 69 is a good level.
What the fuck is up, Melbourne? We're live and direct to the reckoning. How have you been, brother?
Yeah, I've been alright, bros.
Oh man, you got some fucking cool mouth noises as well, man. That sounded like a UFO.
The old whistle hum.
I got that off Joey Diaz, by the way. Represent Joey for the church. I love you. I love you, Joey. You're my motherfucker from another mother. Wind. We got wind at the reckoning.
We windy today.
Ooh, windy today.
Down by the Yarra.
Down by the Yarra, ladies and gentlemen. The dirty, murky fucking Yarra.
Brown as.
So brown. So brown. What the fuck made it so brown? Are we dumping bodies in here? What's going on?
Probably, bro.
Well, that's what they say. Hey, do you have a lighter, bro?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Oh, it's attached to a little cord, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, mate. There's only one way not to lose your lighter.
That's true. Could you all up, sir? Sorry. The reckoning is now in your hands. Oh, shit.
Can I swear?
Fuck yeah. Sick shit. What's your favorite swear word?
I mean, I'd probably say cunt more than any other one.
I was gonna say.
I don't think it's my favorite though.
That's pretty up there for me too.
Yeah,
I really like cunt, but still.
It's not my favorite though. I just say it more than anything else because it just fits in everywhere now. But my favorite swear word.
That was a medical term not too long ago, you know?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, cunt. Yeah.
True.
In Victoria, it meant like vagina.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Like
you
legitimately.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you'd be in a doctor's hospital and like, Ms. McGregor needs some cunt cream, please. Aisle 3, cunt cream for Miss McGregor.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's what was going on, man.
Hectic.
But like my favorite swear word would probably be one that I made up.
Yeah.
Putzmitch.
Putzmitch.
Yeah. I mean, like you'll say it and people subconsciously think pussy and bitch and get offended.
Yeah.
I think it's really funny.
True.
My flatmate, the sociopath, narcissist. He recently, because like he did the whole like, because I brought up a contradiction to his idea and played the devil's advocate.
Yeah.
He saw me as the devil of his group, which was sexist and racist and a Nazi. Doesn't matter that I'm half Jewish and you know against all that shit.
Totally.
But like I tried to like ask him like, why do you reckon what you reckon, man? I mean, this is the fucking reckoning. I live it and breathe it every day, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so like, what do you reckon? And he's like, oh, you said the word bitch. Oh, that's sexist, man. You're oppressing women by using the word bitch, bro.
I think you're technically oppressing dogs, actually.
Yeah, well, that's what he said, right? It's like, are you calling women a dog? Ah.
Yeah.
It's funny.
It is funny. Yeah. I mean, because you might have used that word even not in the context of referring to a woman.
Of course.
You know, but still, it's actually them who's making that connection for you.
Yeah.
And saying that, so it's actually them who's holding that word in their head as meaning woman. You know, it's not you. You're using it just to mean whatever, like, you know, like whatever that means to you. You're not implying that it's feminine. Particularly. Yeah. But other people will do that, you know? And then it's them who gets up in arms about it, you know? It's funny.
I noticed that going on. There's a lot of people telling you what you mean by what you say.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, but you may have not said that, but you implied it. And it's like, you can't really argue to that. It's like, you're telling me what I believe, so I don't really have any way to kind of like, express peppermint oil, Hey, but anyway, man, do you believe in aliens?
I'm pretty open to the idea, yeah, bro. It kind of doesn't make sense to me if we live in a universe this massive that we're the only like existing life form or the only planet with life on it. You know, it's kind of absurd to me. I think it's the idea that there isn't aliens. I find intensely like human-centric. You know, intensely like egotistical almost.
Yeah, it's like we're very just like
we're the only ones.
We're the center of the universe. It's all about us for sure. Yeah. Do you reckon that they've come here before? Do you reckon they've actually like made contact?
Most probably, bro. I mean, ancient cultures have stories about.
This is what I was going to say.
Yeah.
We have rollers at the Reckoning. Drop some gems in the Reckoning podcast. Woo. Or not, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing to say. No gems to drop. Maybe they're not miners. Who knows? Shit.
Rollers.
She looked like a bit of a sapphire. I don't know. I guess I was wrong. Wrong impression.
I think I saw a ruby there.
Yeah. Well, you know, that happens sometimes, man. You get wrong impressions, and I think it's a characteristic of a healthy psyche to be able to step back and be like, oh, that's my fucking subjective impression.
Totally.
I don't know that shit. I don't know that person.
It's hard for people to remind themselves of that all the time, though.
Yeah.
And you can't like get too angry when people act out of those. Sorry, what was the word you used? Those impressions.
Like generalizations.
Yeah. I mean, because like if you actually had to rethink what everything was all the time and see everything purely individual. So I'm not just talking about people, but like on a base level, like if you looked at a table and had to like judge that table purely individually,
of course, yeah.
You know, it wouldn't make sense. That's why the brain actually has what they call in psychology schemas.
Yes.
And so that's these mental connections that we make, you know. So when we look at the table, we don't have to remember what a table is, we just do. Like it's an instantaneous thing.
We think about all the atoms involved.
Exactly, yeah. We just remember every other table we've ever seen, like in an instant, and have this impression of table, you know.
Functional truths, you'd say.
Functional truths, yeah, I guess so, yeah. And so that's why we have all of these prejudice in human interactions, you know, because
it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Well, it's a simplification, which is like most of the time necessary for us not to be overthinking everything all the time. You know?
At the initial stage, anyway.
Yeah, at the initial stage. That's right. Yeah.
I think maybe where the problem lies is people that just don't ever leave that initial stage.
Yeah, people who hold on to it even when there's other stuff right in their face saying that actually isn't the way this is. They still hold on to that prejudice.
I'm going to stick to that first initial impression, and I'm not going to let it
budge.
Go. Yeah. So bad. Like on the alien topic, I recently listened to this podcast. Tom DeLonge, I believe is his name, the dude from Blink 182, was on the podcast with Joe Rogan. Now,
Joe Rogan, didn't he used to host that Fear Factor?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, right.
Man, he's done a lot of shit. I fucking love you, Joe. I love you, Joe. Man, if this ever becomes popular, feel free to fucking invite me on your podcast. Like, I do stutter occasionally, just as a preface, but you may think like, why would a person with a stutter want to start a podcast, perhaps? Which is a pretty reasonable question,
I suppose.
And the honest answer is, I just don't give a fuck, Jack. And like, but also it's got to do with the fact that like, all the people that have ever given me shit for it in my life, and I have faced a bit of adversity for it, especially when I was younger, when it was a lot worse. They encouraged me to do that, you know. So like, I'm not going to play a victim with my adversity. I'm going to look at all those people and I'm going to say, you know, guess what? Surprise! You know, you maybe wanted to reject me and see me as a piece of shit, worthless and unpopular, and nobody wants to be friends with you. But look what I did.
Totally. Yeah.
And you know, success is the greatest revenge, I reckon.
Yeah. And you know, hardship is the greatest, like, thing to motivate you, really. So much of the time, you know. I had I didn't grow up with a stutter, but I grew up, you know, when I was in high school, I was totally outcast. You know, I was a bit.
We all
I was
have
a bit
something to make us the outcast.
Yeah,
right?
I was a bit overweight.
If we are a individual.
That's right. Yeah. But the thing is that if you grow up, you know, totally comfortable, totally like not judged because you're one of the cool kids or whatever, you know, like you're constantly getting all these affirmations, it leads you into living a more comfortable style of a more comfortable lifestyle. Sorry.
Yeah.
You know, like if you grow up with hardship, then you learn to push yourself, because every day just getting out of bed can be hard, you know. So it's a push every day to get to school and, you know, to say hello to somebody, you know. But if it's easy for you, you become more apathetic, I think, in a way.
Complacent.
Complacent in your privilege, really.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think that's one of my questions as well. Do you think like adversity can be beneficial?
Yeah.
And it seems that you've sought some benefit in that adversity.
Oh, definitely.
How do you reckon that adversity has like shaped your character?
Massively, man. Massively. I mean, like I dropped out of school the start of year 10, didn't even finish year 10, you know. So if I hadn't, and it was because of the adversity there, you know, that I had, like. And if I had have stuck it out, like, man, Lord knows where I'd be. Like, I grew up in Sydney. I'd probably still be in Sydney, you know. If I had have been, like, you know, totally, like, just one of the cool kids, or, you know, even not necessarily cool, but not so much of an outcast, a little bit more accepted, you know, maybe I would have, like, met a girl there, you know, maybe I'd still be with her, you know, like a lot of the, you know, a lot of the people I went to school with, they are still in Sydney. They're still kind of just hanging out with the same people, you know. They're maybe studying, they went straight to uni or whatever, but like, I guess because I dropped out, I had to sort of start figuring stuff out quite a lot younger, and so I ended up leaving Sydney at the age of like 18.
Okay.
You know. Yeah. I mean, man, there's so many factors like that have led me to where I am, but adversity is definitely one of the big ones.
Yeah, hey, like on that point that you mentioned, fuck, it's slipping away from me. I was trying to think about it. Give me a second. Okay. So like, there, like you were saying, there's a lot of benefit to maybe assimilate, you know, and go more so with the crowd. Maybe you would get the girlfriend. Maybe you have more friends, you know.
Totally.
And I think
Big
maybe
crew.
that's one of the highest reasons why people do assimilate. You know, is because
safety in numbers.
Yeah, and a lot of peeps, if they were real with themselves and they were honest with themselves, would realize, I think, that, you know, if they maybe were a bit more of an individual and had a devil's advocate-esque kind of perspective, maybe their friends wouldn't be their friends anymore.
Totally.
You know?
Yeah. I think people do worry about that, and people moderate what they say around their friends because they don't want to be seen as, you know, thinking too far out of the box or whatever.
So it's not like a real relationship, right? Is it? Because they're not being honest with each other.
I guess so.
It's like people just want to perhaps surround themselves with like mirror images of their fake identity, their fake self that they've put on to be accepted.
Totally.
Yeah, well, that's one of my questions as well, like the fucking Borg assimilation, man, you know, like Star Trek. Do you reckon the Borg assimilation is going on in Melbourne?
What's that? What's the Borg?
You know, the Borg is a Star Trek thing. It's like the alien hive mind where like the aliens invade and they assimilate the culture, and like everyone thinks the same, talks the same, acts the same. Nobody steps outside of the box. Feel like 1930s Germany.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Do you notice that in Melbourne going on more so these days?
I mean, I noticed that in any populated area, really. Like, you know, as soon as, I mean, even you just got 5 people sitting around, you know, it's more intense. Like there's more of that assimilation.
It's a personal thing. It's
than
like,
if it's just a one-on-one, or if you're just on your own, that's the most pure form of, you know, non-assimilation or whatever. You know, like you are totally yourself. You're in your own thoughts, and then as soon as you surround yourself with other people, you naturally bounce off them. It's not a bad thing, but you do naturally bounce off them to make it easier to connect, you know?
Yeah, of course. I mean,
everybody's doing that, you know? Yeah. And so then, especially when you have like densely populated areas like Melbourne, like any major city, I think there is, that state of assimilation, like that really quite broad sweeping, you know? Still you have the more individual assimilation, you have little cliques, you know, you got your punks and your hippies and your activists and, you know, your suits, you know, whoever else, I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. But like, yeah, it's like a personal thing, right? I mean, like all societies do this. It's like a human nature thing. It's like the individuals can choose to just to put like an archetypal spin on it, right? They can choose to make the proper sacrifices in their life to achieve their own ideals and their own goals as well. And I think what feeds into people that assimilate is the rejection of that collective ideal. And the collective ideal is the archetype of, you know, you face the chaos in your life, the unknown, and you adapt it and evolve to that. And then you evolve, and that's like the trajectory that we're all trying to go. We're all trying to balance that yin yang, the correct order and chaos in our lives, you know. And I think what's going on a little bit is like in these assimilated groups is a rejection of that, because they never handled their shit and sacrificed what they needed to achieve what they did in their life. So it's a bit of a cop-out. It's like, yeah, I'll have this quasi kind of like friendship group where we're not ever really real with each other, but I've got a lot of things, I've got a lot of objects, and you know, like got a lot of things to keep my mind like entertained, and
distractions,
people that validate my ego a lot and stroke my ego, and like I know if I just say what's cool to say, then I'll have all these things. But what I find is these people that do that generally aren't very happy or satisfied in their life. They're quite nihilistic, and they have a bit of a shit view on the world and people in it, and they're very quick to judge, and oh, that's shit, but they never, generally speaking, have much solutions how to jiu-jitsu that situation and make it better. You know, and I guess they get a bit triggered when I bring that up, mostly because, you know, it highlights the fact of maybe some things that they'd rather be in denial about in their lives, perhaps.
Nobody likes having their reality questioned, really, you know. Even the most open-minded person.
True.
You're always going to have trouble if somebody questions, you know, the root of your reality.
It's a struggle.
You've been living your life that way for however many years. Somebody comes along and says, "Hey, bro, sis, you know, you're doing it wrong." You know, and it's like that's gonna piss you off. You know, it's like, what? So I've wasted all this time then living this way. You're telling me there's another way, but. Yeah, I mean...
But that's how we're wired to react, though. I mean, like, neurochemically speaking...
We're afraid of change.
When we see the anomalous, neurochemically speaking, our first reaction is fear.
Totally.
And apprehension.
Yeah.
Because that's just how we've evolved over time. It's like
it's natural. It's a threat. You see
unknown
something you've never seen before, you hear something you've never heard before, you know, your guard goes up, you know, because it could be a fucking panther about to jump on you.
Of course, but that is the archetypal dragon. That's the archetypal devil, man. It's the dragon of chaos. But the stories go, if you go and approach that fucking dragon like a soldier, rescue the gold, rescue the princess with a mad Flavor Flav blinged out diamond of love, then, you know, you are enacting out that archetype. And if you do that in your life, man, you know, I'll tell you, like, people say that, oh, how do you find meaning and purpose in your life and like happiness? Seems like a pretty loaded question, but I'll pose it to you that if you do that enough in your life and you balance out that order and chaos, like, your body knows when it's in that state, when it has, you know, not too much order, not too much chaos. You're taking in that new anomalous data, the chaos of the world, and you're processing that shit, and you're changing your beliefs, you're changing yourself, because it's a sacrifice in a way.
Oh yeah, you're sacrificing
take
your old
away
self.
that old ideology and cut off all that dead wood, you know? So I realize why it's scary, you know, but all the motherfuckers that have done that, I'm sure, can testify to the results. And yeah, motherfuckers, I mean, this isn't really like a self-help podcast, but I suppose it's going there. Let's go back on the conspiracy tip, man.
Oh yeah.
Do you reckon Pluto's a planet?
Pluto? Yeah, buddy, bro, that's my planet.
Fuck yeah, fucking represent for Pluto. Stop this fucking marginalization of Pluto.
Totally.
Fucking NASA.
I'm a Scorpio. Pluto is the planet of Scorpio.
It's a fucking Scorpio, NASA.
Telling me I'm fucking, what, dwarf planet?
Yeah, what? So, like,
that's not wrong.
Maybe Pluto is feng shuiing on the next level of jazz consciousness.
Yeah, right.
Right, and that ideal judges us, and we want to tall poppy Pluto.
Yeah, totally.
Maybe people suffer from the syndrome, the tall poppy syndrome. I notice that a little bit in society. Do you notice that much going on? The tall poppy syndrome?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Oh, could I pinch that lighter again, bro?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah. So, man, what have you been reckoning about lately? What's been prominent in your mind?
It's a good question.
Take your time if you want.
Yeah.
No rush. Oh, look at this breeze. Doesn't that sound majestic? Right. Totally gonna reverb that shit, man. Delay for days. Beautiful. Fucking nature. Nature's a beautiful thing, isn't it, man? I like to get back to nature. Like, I've been recently playing like a lot of binaural frequency beats to go to sleep to, like 432 hertz.
Okay.
Do you know much about that?
Yeah, I do. I have heard about 432.
I know crap all about this shit, but I'm doing it, and something about like it fucking feels good.
Yeah,
feels good.
Totally.
I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, I met a guy when I was hitchhiking once, truck driver. He started rambling on about 432 for ages.
Oh, for real?
Said they invented 440, you know, I don't know, 100 years ago, maybe a bit more.
What are you talking about?
Hey? Yeah, I don't know. He said like 432 is like the true frequency or whatever for music, like the true note, you know, and that like we use 440 because of like sound equipment these days, like when you amplify music, like if it's at 432, it can like it has too many variables, like it's like vibrating too much or something.
Too complex.
Yeah, it's too complex. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Whereas at 440, everything's just like a little bit simpler, like dulled down essentially. So
I guess we just need to create the kind of computers that can feng shui with 432 hertz.
That's it. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Totally. I mean,
apparently it's the healing, like, you know, sound, like it's the true vibration.
Hey, well, yeah, that's what they say. Well, like from what I heard, it's like the frequency that the planet is vibrating at. I mean,
totally.
like, Old Mate made a comment on one of the 432 videos that I watch, and said that he tuned his instrument to 432 hertz, and he found like it worked really well, and it resonated and stuff.
It's louder.
Yeah. And then what he did is he had this really highly sensitive tuner, and he went into a very dead space where there was like no noise, right? And it started to pick up 432 hertz.
Yeah, right.
So he speculated that maybe it's just picking up the frequency of the planet.
Yeah. Yeah.
How crazy would that be?
You heard about, you know, Tesla?
Yeah, he was onto this, right?
Yeah, he was totally.
Tom DeLonge's onto this shit too, brother. I mean, like,
Frequencies.
all these fucking machines that he's talking about, a lot of them work on, like, frequency. Like, there's this kind of metal that he will be releasing soon, apparently, listeners. This is what he said on Joe Rogan's podcast. He said he's releasing this metal that, you know, if he blasts, like, one electron at it, after some other frequencies, some terahertz, I believe he said, it can actually make this object levitate, because it's made of this really super advanced metal that apparently they have gotten from UFOs. And he's saying that the government has told him that, you know, they actually found a living alien in the Cold War times. Yeah, like, he's pretty far out there, man. Like, I want to believe. I really do, man. I really fucking do.
One day, Scully.
It's out there.
It's out there. The truth is out there, Scully. You know much about superconductivity?
Superconductivity, I've heard that a little bit, but please refresh my memory.
It's pretty interesting stuff. I was just trying to research it not long ago. I mean, like I said earlier, I dropped out of school pretty early, so I don't have much of a basis.
Probably for the best, man. I'm probably just teaching you shit anyway.
Well, it taught me other shit for sure, but when it comes to like physics and stuff, like when I want to like research stuff like that, I do have to like remind myself of a lot of the basics. So, but yeah, I was trying to find out about superconductivity. It's interesting stuff. Essentially, it's like, zero resistance to electricity passing through it, you know? Like a copper wire has a certain amount of conductivity, but when something's superconductive, it's at a point where it has no resistance. And so there's all this stuff that happens at that point that science is still sort of trying to figure out, doesn't quite understand. There's the production of something called a Meissner field.
Meissner?
Yeah, which is, it's something really tripping them out. They like to call it the Meissner effect, because that way it's not so contradictory to their already existing understandings of magnetic fields.
Okay.
But what it does is it pushes out any magnetic field. Like so at the same time that that the superconductive metal is accepting like any amount of electricity and conducting it to like the nth degree, at the same time it does that, it rejects any magnetic field.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so that, what reminded me of it, you were talking about this metal that could levitate, and so that's what something will do when it's superconducting, if it's above a magnetic field. And if something's powerful enough or large enough in its superconductivity, then it can actually levitate just above the Earth's magnetic field or your own magnetic field, say your hand. Yeah, so they really want to sort this stuff out. I mean, the problem with it at the moment is how the temperatures required to reach superconductivity. So essentially, like, there's various metals that can be superconductive, but reaching the temperature required is quite difficult. You know, they have to use gases, like various gases, helium, I think.
Okay.
Mostly, I think, to get it to that point, and you know, it's really quite expensive, like to cool things to that point. Yeah. But if they could get onto this, like, there's things like, I mean, it'll revolutionize flight. You know, we could have we could have hover trains and all stuff like this.
Seth Century, we're finally going to get you that hoverboard, mate. It's coming.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, superconductivity. You should jump on your interwebs.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to look into that shit, man, because like the shit that Tom DeLonge was talking about, man, I don't know, man, it just got that really out of the box conspiratorial kind of like part of my mind very active.
Yeah.
You know, like, because I think it's also pretty healthy to your psyche to entertain ideas that are outside of the box that you may not actually necessarily agree with.
Yeah.
You know, hence the Socratic method. That's the idea. You kind of like, you speculate and of course you're going to be a fool when you're talking about things that, you know, are so fringy and outside of the box. But, you know, like, all new things, when people first started to talk about them, were very fringy, very outside of the box, and we stumbled through that shit like fools. But man, it was only those fools that had the fucking balls to say it in the first place that progressed society, I think. Fucking Galileo, man, and like, do you know the shit that he got, man? He had that fucking telescope, and he was like, to the high priests of his society, please look at the telescope. They wouldn't do it. They wouldn't look. They wouldn't look, man. Yeah. Because they could not deal with that archetypal fucking dragon of chaos.
Totally. The fear of change.
The fear, man. My mum said that fear is an acronym, false evidence appearing real.
Yeah, right? That's cool. I like that.
Smart girl.
Yeah, I've met a few people who do that with words. Like, they just like sort of break them down in ways that aren't necessarily like the root formation of the word. Like, you know, like that probably isn't like the, you know, where the word fear comes from. But still you can do that. I don't know, it's quite interesting. Like, my mate often used to use the word common unity instead of community, you know?
Common unity.
Common unity, and you can do it with almost any word though.
But yeah, there's a fine line between reading too much into it and creating your own meanings of the words, and actually noticing that language and words, I believe, do actually have patterns and archetypes, and it comes down to all the things that we create as human beings, right? What we create is a reflection of our inner psyche and where our genetics are at that time. I think that's why you can see all through culture, all through history, a lot of common narratives and archetypes, right? Because I think it's a reflection of our genetic evolution. You know, through time, our genes change, and we make stories and we talk about things, and they express a deeper meaning that's like a memory in our genetics, in our soul, in our cells, and it's unconscious and we don't know about it, you know? But you notice it in the works that get created. For instance, in words, like
Like a great one that I like is demonstrate, right? Going back to the archetypal dragon of chaos, right? You know, like that's the monster, the unknown, right? And when you demonstrate, you de-monster-ate. So like the anomalous, it's the chaos, you don't know about it, right? But when a motherfucker says, all right, yo, this is the science to build a fucking building, you need to do these equations, and he breaks down the problem into parts, he demonstrates.
True.
He demonstrates and he shows you that it's not so much of a dragon chaos, you just make it into that because it is unknown to you. Yeah. Like offense.
That's pretty much
you know, like
everything
we go on a train and it says no offensive language. Like offensive to who? There's like this objectivity of
I've often
offense.
wondered.
Do you think offense is subjective?
Well,
like
I find everybody offensive.
That's because you're an offensive person.
To you though. To you.
Because I'm easily offended.
But do you guys think
That's,
that
we always see
there is
the shadow
any?
within ourselves within other people.
Do you think there is like objective offense? Do you think that exists, or it's all just subjective?
All subjective.
I agree with that, man.
It's because it's opinion based, really.
Absolutely.
Ethics is real.
Offended by this word.
Not ethics.
Morality is your
Offense.
choice.
Offense.
Yeah, there is
So
common.
different.
offended by faggot, but like
Do you want a future
There
little
is
kids
common
running around all
inappropriate
calling each other
behavior.
faggot and stuff and not using good language?
True.
We're also talking about like the language.
There's
the
context.
actual language. You know, people learn this
Well,
in schools. It's academic.
appropriateness and
you know what I mean?
inappropriateness.
there's so much
Yeah.
language
Yeah, all
nowadays
the
that
languages
wouldn't
are
have been
great.
appropriate.
All
Like
the language
even
is good, and you should learn them like on an academic level.
people weren't allowed to say bum. Bum was a naughty word, you know.
So
and
was
now,
retarded.
So is heck.
yeah, exactly. But like now it's
Cuss
considered
words of the 60s are
okay.
hilarious, man.
Cunt was a medical term like not too long ago in
Oh,
Victoria.
wow. And shit was a term they used to refer to like fucking like feces on a boat or something.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Fuck is up with our English language. I could give a shit and I couldn't give a shit mean the fucking
and
same thing.
Fuck was like apparently a law that you had to pass in order to be like with like another being or something like that.
There's a fucking great documentary on the word fuck, like the whole like etymology of the word fuck, like where it came from. It's a fucking great documentary.
Quit being such
Vibrations
a
of words,
Damo.
man. The vibrations of
Go
words.
fucking lighter, bro. Please.
How weird is it? We change our perspective of the words. It changes the offensiveness to it.
Yeah, okay.
Like for instance, like when I was younger, Ranga used to be offensive. Now it's so common and just like so casual that I can't actually take offense to it anymore.
Sucks.
Yeah, I know.
For us.
I just want to be offended and
We
have
want to
a
be able to
temper
call you a
tantrum.
ranger and have it hurt your feelings and stuff, make you really insecure and shit.
What do you hear that?
That's what we want. But
I feel like I should start beatboxing this.
do it. I'm a ranger and I have a spanner. I'm not
get a
Eric
banger.
Banner. Check
I'm a
it with the
banger.
grammar. I'm fucking gamma low baritone, as did Otis, Cap King, Captain Vocalist.
And Milo and Otis. Stealing that vocus, invoking that potions.
Invoking them poses.
Yoda's fucking nose. I don't know. I'm just fucking talking shit. I'm
Yoga's
bad.
Yogi from his.
I'll keep my mouth shut.
I got a Yoda moda, mouth shut when I sound butt. Butt was offensive. Can you believe that shit? Butt. Are you offended by the word
we
butt?
used to say when we were younger, we just get in so much trouble.
Cunt.
Nah, like that's actually still an offensive
That was
word.
the worst word I ever used around my
And
She did
Henry,
not enjoy it.
Yeah.
is Henry doing tattoos still?
Have you ever been like offended by a particular
Over there.
word?
Because I really need to introduce him to hygienic things.
Where's Henry?
Over there.
Is he like
He's over there, and I'm just wondering if he's got his head down doing another fucking dodgy tattoo, and if I should go save his.
You trying to think of a word that's ever offended
say hi
you?
to him? Can you
Me?
mind like
Yeah. I bet
offended
Jazzy's
me?
been offended by heaps of words.
Oh, for sure.
She's a woman.
Nah, I'm not that much of a woman. I'm a pretty bitch ass woman.
Balancing the feng shui in Melbourne.
That's
Yin
it.
yang, motherfucker.
That's
Getting
it.
that order and chaos in line.
That
Shui.
feminine, masculine.
Represent Carl Jung. Hashtag fucking
reckon I'm
Nietzsche.
like-
Nietzsche death.
I
Das
reckon I'm
Book
right down the middle,
Zarathustra.
feminine, masculine. I reckon I'm not even yin or yang. I'm like, no, I'm both. I'm yin and yang.
Yeah, well, that's what we are. We are dualistic
I'm the
fucking
bottom.
beings.
Yeah, babe.
Top and bottom.
Pegging them. True. You have the strap on.
Simultaneous.
Fuck, give it to him.
Nah,
That's
I'm
so
talking.
rude.
I'm talking. No external anatomies, just free balanced love. That's it.
Free balanced fucking feng shui love from the cosmos of Melbourne. Comedy from the streets. I think it's shit
From the streets where the
I got fucking questions. I got fucking questions in my
beats
pocket.
of the purple beats or the carrots and cheats.
The carrot treat. I'm a rapper and a geek. Pleased to meet the discreet and the street. Looking at me, wanna tweet about how they're so eating their meat.
And they think they're all great and fucking like just not. They're all just shit.
They're all just shit. Fuck them. Fuck them and love them. Love them and fuck them at the same
I
time.
can't even be bothered rapping or rhyming words. I just want to talk hectic shit and just preach it until they realize how fucking ridiculous they are.
Well, that's what we do here at the Reckoning.
I am ridiculous, but in
We're all
the
fucking
most
ridiculous.
understandable way.
Would you say that you are a ridiculous laugh?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Alright.
Just make sure you don't open it up and fall inside. Right.
Hey, what do you guys reckon about a Radical Honesty group? Have you heard about them?
Yeah, the socialists.
You gotta point the mic towards you now.
No, that was a bit of a joke. What, the socialists?
No, the we have Radical Honesty groups. Well, this is more like a
Truth seekers?
No, this is more like a American thing where a bunch of people get together and they all sign non-disclosure agreements, so nothing that's said in the meeting can go outside of the meeting. And the idea is like, it's healthy for the psyches of people to be able to have that space where they can be 100% honest, say the most brutal, fucking shameful things that they've done. Maybe
sounds like my old house meetings.
Maybe somebody says that they murdered someone or something, just the most horrible shit.
God, yeah.
And you can't shame them for it or condemn them for it. It's just a place where you can get it off your chest
acceptance,
and just talk it and just get that shit off your chest. Maybe could help you.
In the mouth.
Really?
That's
and
terrible.
the eye sockets.
You know what? I don't find that offensive at all.
Yeah.
Congratulations, man. Well done.
She doesn't have any eyeballs left.
Hey, what, bro? What do you?
I dicked her eyeball out.
What do you think about?
Oh, the rapist brother.
You should be offended.
What do you think about these motherfuckers that want to take jokes like literally, and people make a mum joke and they go like, "My mum died. My mum is dead," or some shit.
Why don't you just get that out of your pocket?
What's up with those motherfuckers?
Fucking criminal.
The war on sarcasm, man. The war on sarcasm. It's real.
Yes, no, really, I am actually battling the war on sarcasm right now because I don't know actually how to address a situation that I feel uncomfortable about
sarcasm.
without being passive, like in that sense of taking the situation lightly and trying to make humor out of it, but also trying to be truthful and not hurt the other person's feeling. And in doing so, I accidentally apparently become passive aggressive or sarcastic.
Yes.
Which is
you
not
gotta
my
go balls
intention.
deep, like fucking Johnny Rodden. You just gotta not give a fuck.
Yeah,
You gotta
well,
not give a
I
fuck,
kind of
Jack.
feel that sometimes, but then people get really offended and they say, "Why are you so mean?" And it's
You need
like,
to defend humor. A lot of people want to shit on humor and say, "Oh, you're just being mean." Fuck that
that's
shit.
exactly it.
Humor
like, no, I want
is
you to have a
what
laugh about
helps
it 'cause
you
it's
get
ridiculous
over
and it's fucked up.
adversity. Humor is what helps you get over
It's unconditional
tragedy.
acceptance. That's it. It's it. It's unconditional acceptance. It's
And the other thing is it's
enjoying
empathy.
mockery. Yes. That's what God is. It's not just unconditional love, it's unconditional acceptance because we don't have to love things that we actually don't appreciate or like. We just have to accept and understand them for what they are and why they are.
Sure.
Because realistically, like, there's a bit of an expectation for us all to love everything and everyone.
Disagree.
No, we can try, but it's a lot easier for everyone to realize that it's just acceptance is what was needed. It was just understanding.
You can't
That's
accept
love.
everything though.
Well, that's the thing.
You need to
it's-
accept and reject some things in your life.
Well, in a different context, I feel. I think the bike totally sees what's going on there. But unconditionally understanding is the main part there, is because God just understands that there is light and dark, and it doesn't conflict Like, obviously, if God didn't like the fact that negative things happen, he wouldn't have let cancer and death and disease be, like, that tragic of a thing.
Who do you think is on top of the pyramid?
I don't know. No, I can't think. Maybe it's you. Maybe that's where the whiskey's coming from. Dun, dun, dun.
Hey, if I was, I couldn't tell you.
No, it's a secret.
I think a wombat's on top of the pyramid.
Oh yeah.
Wombat Illuminati represent.
I can see that.
Wombat confirmed, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright. Ah! Big stabbed in the shoulder by a plant. Oh, that's good.
Crazy.
I'm sorry I had to witness that. Is this the sound of your sanity echoing in that hollow brain?
Oh yeah. That's sort of what goes on a lot of the time. It's just me narrating existence. It's how my story about the world begins. It's like the first line is just crazy, crazy, crazy.
No TV, no beer makes homework crazy. Oh, so I took my friend Bart to the abandoned Freedom Embassy the other day to go pick some fruit from the trees. Little do we know the trees have been fucked up by the workers, but anyway, he walks inside the house to look at the art we have on the walls and such, and nearly fucking shits himself because there he sees up in the corner of the room, just scraggly painted, "Die, Bart, die." Poor Bart was fucking scared shitless. How many people are there named Bart in this world? Yeah, there you go. Bartholomew. J. Not Simpson. J. Thompson. The Thompsons. Huh?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
What did you say?
I'm gonna go home.
You wanna go home?
I wanna go home.
I wanna go home. Didn't your mama ever tell you? Wait, who? What? Where am I?
Your mom?
Yeah, she's pretty
I
useless.
was gonna send you this meme before, and it's like just this stick figure making this chick stick figure suck his dick.
But I would have gotten really
this is me,
offended.
and that is your mom.
But I probably would have gotten really offended.
Oh, why is you offended right now?
Because I actually don't really care.
I mean, you probably wouldn't have been that offended.
Yeah, I wouldn't have. I just like making people feel bad going to do bad things.
Man, if you're offended already, you're probably not my friend.
Yeah,
True.
good point. Very good point. Can't be friends with Tim without fucking taking something. If you take something.
Well, I'm probably gonna offend you at some stage.
I don't know. You've already pushed my fucking boundaries pretty far.
Alright, Q is speaking in the mic, get some levels. Get some levels, say check, whatever.
Check.
Oh, nice. Teeth and tongue. That's nice, man. It's good levels.
Hello.
What the fuck is up, Melbourne? Hello, I'm Director of the Reckoning. How have you been?
Yeah, well, thank you.
Hold on a minute, just pause up for 1 sec. I'm gonna run and get a pillow. I'll be right back.
What is going on?
What the fuck is up, Melbourne? Yeah, so what have you guys been reckoning about lately? What's been like prominent in your minds?
Have you been through this thing?
You're going through stuff though, aren't you? It's like, I mean, if it's personal, feel free to, you know, if you don't want to talk about it.
I don't know what to say.
Like, what have you been going through? What's been prominent in your minds lately?
Work. I broke up with a girl like 2 weeks ago.
Sucks, bro. How are you jiu-jitsuing that situation? There you go. Well, like, and how are you adapting to that? I mean, like, how are you, like, dealing with it?
Oh, you just don't let them in. in the first place.
There you go. Like a lone soldier of darkness. I love it.
Stone face killer.
That's how you gotta be sometimes in society, you know, just like thick-skinned. A lot of people in Melbourne have a bit of a thin skin these days, I've been noticing. Have you noticed that a little bit? The eggshell-oriented Melbourne, people are very sensitive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's trying to look good.
In their eggshells.
Look like they're good people. They're made of wood.
Yeah, but inside they're just spiders in darkness, like the night man.
I think they're mostly good.
Yeah, you think people are mostly good?
I think
They'll be cracking out of their shells a little bit with the sun. You know, hatching, emerging. I reckon. I reckon people are alright.
Yeah.
I think Melbourne people are like Eddie's just been around a bit and you say that stuff about Cairns, like
oh yeah,
oh
man,
yeah, what happened in Cairns?
I was like in Japan for like 3 months.
Oh really?
Yeah, I was sick.
Yeah, I always wanted to go to Japan.
Oh man, it's incredible.
What's that island?
Okinawa?
Yes, Okinawa. It's got the largest population of people over like 100 or something in the world. It's got the oldest people in the world live there in Okinawa. Yeah. Yeah. What are they doing there? I don't know.
Dude, they just think of everything, man. They think of like, like toilets are like, they're like, so you can see your fecal matter and you can inspect it. They eat the fish, then they eat the seaweed that finds the metal in their body for the fish.
Ooh.
They think of, like, it's next level. They just think
next level. They're feng shuiing on the next level of jazz consciousness.
Thing at Mona, where you can see yourself shit, but I'll pussy that.
So you're not talking about the little bidet thing that squirts little nice water on your bunghole?
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah. That thing looks amazing. Have you ever tried that?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah, I frequented it. So
yeah, it looks good, man.
Yeah,
I don't think I'd ever leave the toilet though if I had something like that.
Yeah, I actually
waste so much of my life.
Sometimes expect like a channel of water washing my arsehole when I shit here, that doesn't never come.
Does the toilet, like if the toilets like ever become like connected up to the AI or whatever, do you reckon like, you know,
to the singularity?
Do you reckon they'll like notice like, Adam, you are not taking a shit and you have been on the toilet for 3 hours.
If that happens, Japan will be the first people to do that. Absolutely.
You think so?
Yeah, I think that will happen.
Yeah, what's up with AI, man? I mean, like, fucking Elon Musk is a bit concerned about that shit.
About that stuff.
Yeah. What do you reckon, man? Do you reckon they'll take over one day, or?
Well, yeah, I think he's right to be concerned about the risk is there already. We've bought the risk.
Well, like Facebook recently had to shut down the AI program, right? Because they found out that the AI bots that they created were communicating in their own language.
Oh wow.
Yeah, for real. That's the reason why they shut it down. They fucking emergency shut down. They're creating their own language. We don't know what they're saying.
Really? Just
yes.
Fucking like pieces of shit on the YouTube comments.
Fucking hell.
Real. And that's like what.
That learning robot, like the learning AI system that just turned into a racist because it just gathered information from the internet.
Exactly. If you connect that shit up to the internet, that fucking AI is gonna be like fucking totally.
That's not even real. That's funny.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but I know that like phones, like in terms of surveillance, like. They can already track everything.
Oh yeah.
So in the future, if there's this one person that's like, yeah, let's turn the switch and listen to everyone and take everyone's metadata and everything.
Be like Batman.
Yeah, and I think it's something like that with the AI. It's just gonna get out of hand one day.
It could go into the wrong hands for sure. It could be misused. Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Targeting.
How much they're targeting?
Yeah, like information
and you know, man, if they're doing their own thing, if we don't know what they're doing and they're creating their own languages, who's to say that we're even in control anymore?
Yeah. But then there's like Mad Max afterwards, so that'd be sweet.
Yeah, fuck, man. Like, how would you jujitsu that situation if, you know, like the AI took over Melbourne and they were our overlords? Like,
I gotta my pa's got a farm out in the Grampians. I just like,
I guess you'd
Grampians.
Which would be probably pretty nice.
Nice.
Have to be pretty free.
Beautiful. Hey, what do you guys reckon cats are talking about?
I reckon cats are kind of fucking dumb, to be honest.
You think so?
I reckon they're dumb. They just got like that nature that makes them look like,
snooty.
Yeah, I reckon they're just dumb as shit.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that.
I never get that.
See, like, I think they're more like slaves to their own desires and their primal sensual instincts. If you ever look at a cat, he is totally captivated by headbutting or like meowing or just like totally just like prancing about. Yeah. It's also sensual and it's also like they're a slave to that shit. They need to be patted all the time.
My housemate's cat keeps showing its fucking ass all the time.
Exactly, right? It wants you to fuck it. That's what it wants. Because it's a slave
to
what
you want.
It's a slave to its primal desires. Maybe.
I think it's see that actually. It's just like little libertines. Is that it? Libertines? Yeah.
Kittitines.
That's
No. All right. How about another one? Okay, so why do you reckon we say triangulate? Why not like squareulate or anything like that? I honestly want to know what the fuck triangulate has to do with triangles. You know?
There'll be a reason.
Yeah,
it's got to be a reason.
It'd be like if
what's the quadrilateral? It's got a big set down.
Can you quadrillate?
Do you need like 3?
Is that a word?
3 points of reference to make? I don't know.
Oh, that's what somebody said, like 3 points of reference, and I'm like, yo, but like there's other shapes that have 3 points, aren't there?
Yeah, it's a parallelogram.
Parallelogram?
They got 4.
Oh yeah. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, fuck, maybe not. Maybe a triangle is the only shape with 3 points.
Or equilateral?
Could be.
Wait, no, it's fuck. Do you remember that movie?
No.
No, okay.
Would you like the next question?
Yes, please.
All right. So like, I'm gonna quote Johnny Rodden here.
Who?
Johnny Rodden, Sex Pistols.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, Johnny Rodden mentioned in an interview that he believes that people don't respect individuality enough. Do you notice that going on in society these days? Like people are very quick to, you know, like they'll respect you and you'll be friends and down with them if you just say the collective call of the group that you're in. But if you act too much of an individual, maybe play too much of a devil's advocate, bit outside the box, they don't respect that too much. Do you notice that in your own personal interactions?
Yeah, I do, but I guess it's like, I don't know. Obviously he's going to say that because he's...
Of course.
Yeah, but I think we give ourselves a bit more credit. We are just like fucking sort of like more aware animals.
More aware animals. Higher primates.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I'm also pretty suspicious about like the whole fucking like primordial need to be like so different. Like, why aren't you just enough now? I think people overdo the fucking individuality thing.
I think you turned off your mic, man. You want to flip it back on?
Sure.
Yeah, there you go. There you are.
Is that okay?
Yeah, tasty.
Okay.
Tasty.
Anyway, I don't know where I was going with that. I just think it's
yeah, I get what he's saying, for sure. But
yeah, like I mean, like maybe like shunning the devil's advocate. Oh, swan! Holy fuck. Swans are beautiful, but they are aggressive as fuck.
Yeah.
Swan will fuck your shit up. No.
That's pretty good bird.
What's it doing?
They got the most ugly temperament.
You know, it's just like the king geese, man. He walks around there like to all the ducks, like, motherfucker, kiss the wing, bitch.
Hey, fuck, we don't have turkeys here.
We don't have turkeys?
I hate turkeys.
Yeah, they're a bit
Wait, we have bush
cunty, aren't they?
Or is that? Nah, I don't know.
Yeah, we have bush turkeys. I don't think we have like the American turkey, that thing. The gobble gobble motherfucker. I don't think we have that.
That's a real shit bird.
It's a shit bird?
Yeah.
It's got balls on his face.
Yeah. That's a shit bird.
It's a bit of a shame.
Now. Talking about shit birds.
It's a bit of balls on the chin.
Welcome back to shit birds.
Bolchinian, exactly.
It does look like it's scrotum.
Yeah. Hey, do you guys play the devil's advocate much in your conversations, in your own personal interactions? And do you know what I mean by devil's advocate?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think you do more than me. I'm like more about saying this, and you sometimes are a bit more of a contrarian. And like when we discuss things.
Yeah, I'm a
like,
full contrarian.
Yeah, you like just to fuck with me and upset me about like politics and shit like that. And, you know, you used to be a little bit.
Do you get
more,
triggered by it a little bit?
He knows my triggers, so he would. Yeah, like, I think I used to be a bit more like left-wing, obviously, like just like a little bit more staunch in myself and a lot more like alienating.
More dogmatic, like an ideologue kind of.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But hey, you've come out of it now. You're saying?
I think so. I think
nice.
like I had that art student thing pretty hardcore, and now I like.
Now he's a real homophobe.
Full-blown racist.
Gay people are just so scary, you know. They're just running down the streets, taking over society.
I think that, you know, you fucking talk with university language about that sort of shit, and you alienate a whole, you know, majority of Australia. Like, I don't like that stuff anymore, man.
It's a bubble. It's a bubble, right?
Yeah, I want to be able to talk to cunts about that. And
you're basically the Buddha before he left the fucking garden, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But back in the day, I think I learned that from you actually a little bit, because you used to just fucking wind me right up with your fucking alt-right shit. He's not alt-right, he's just a fucking bitch.
Yeah, well, you know, like most people, I think that, you know, get labeled as like alt-right or Nazi and shit. They're just motherfuckers that like to trigger sensitive people, and they don't actually believe that shit.
Yeah,
I reckon that's more the majority. Like, people think like, oh, you make a Pepe joke, you're obviously a racist Nazi. It can't be the fact that you're just taking the piss and you're trying to defend humor.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it is just in defense of satire. I think there's a bit of a war on sarcasm going on in Melbourne, a little bit, perhaps.
Yeah, 100%.
Ideologues, man, fuck, what can you do? I mean, like, how do you generally react to these very dogmatic people that want to push their beliefs on you and want to treat you like shit if you don't fit into their idea of what they think is proper and good?
You flick them in the penis.
Right in the penis.
No. What do you do?
Because they're all men.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all white, fucking cisgendered bastard males. Right?
Come on now.
It's the only person that would do that. Shit, it feels good to have a bit of a laugh in eggshell-oriented Melbourne sometimes. Get outside of the bubble. That's what I'm trying to promote anyway. You know, because I think that's causing a lot of the division that we face in society. Maybe that's a lot of the discrimination and the shunning and the marginalization that's going on in society that people don't often talk about. The marginalization of the devil's advocate. Motherfuckers that don't fit into society.
Yeah.
The piss takers, the larrikins.
Larrikins?
Yeah.
Fuck, I haven't heard that word in a while.
Yeah,
larrikin anymore.
Well, like, people hear larrikin and they think, oh, you old right-wing white Australian or some shit like that. But really, if you look up the definition, it's basically a shit stirrer. It's a person that takes the piss. It's a person that like makes fun of people in authority figures and stuff, which is what I do to a T.
Yeah.
You know, if I see a group, and it's like, I'm not going to extrapolate and look at like, okay, there's this wider group in society that is the authority figures and shit. I see authority people, dogmatic, tyrannical people in groups as individuals, whether they be right-wing or left-wing. So when I walk into a place, when I walk in the club, when I walk in the bar, whatever, if these people, if they have their little group and they are the fucking high priest of their group, and they're quick to shut down and fucking see the devil in anyone that isn't exactly cool with their group, I like to fuck with them. I like to take the piss because, here's the thing, I reckon it's symptomatic of personality disorders, mostly narcissism, sociopathy, and they lack empathy, and you don't have a sense of humor unless you have empathy. And because they are control freaks, when you take the piss and people around them start laughing, they freak the fuck out because that's their control slipping through their fingers. You can't control laughter, ladies and gentlemen.
It's interesting. But like, let me put this to you. If you say you're a shit-talking devil's advocate, and
Canarian,
contrarian.
Contrarian,
And you got a little kid.
Canary in the coal mine.
And there's like a little kid, one of these kids in the park today, and he's listening to all your shit talking. What's his first look?
Well, context, of course, man. Like, I'm not gonna pull this shit on a little child. No, it's like
That's why you came to the park, yeah. That's why you're in the park.
Of course, I'm gonna talk to a child like he's a child. Of course, yeah. But you know, this is what I'm trying to promote in not the adult Melbourne, but you know, people that are old enough to reckon for themselves, have a bit of self-awareness. It's like, okay, motherfucker, you're an adult now. You can reckon for yourself. You can have an opinion. You can think. Fucking do it. Because if you don't, you're a serf and you've enslaved yourself. And it's fucking sad when I see that, man, honestly.
I was teaching kids the other day, and I was like, come on, kids, let's have a race. And one of them was like, let's have a war. And the other was like, let's have a race war. And I was like, oh.
That's where it goes, man. That's fucking competition. Let's kill each other.
It's pretty funny.
So holy shit, what did I do? Fuck. So you never know how people are going to take what you say. Yeah. But hey, you know, like there's a lot of people, also I'm finding that seem to want to tell you what you mean by what you say. Do you notice that going on?
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm pretty careful not to fuck with that. Especially when people go, you know how guys, you know how people just do that? You know how, there are good sentences ever started with, you know how we're like this.
Yeah.
No, it hasn't.
I fucking hate when people speak to me like that.
Well, it's group. It's the identity politics kind of route, isn't it? It's like all these people act like this and all these people act like that. Now, I've noticed this a lot in society. People think it's not racist to act very racist to, you know, white people. They think it's not intolerant to be very bigoted to certain religions, such as Christianity. It's fine. You know, that's not bigoted against religion. They're just Christians. Or it's like, you're not being racist. They're just white people. So like, I understand the logic that you think that you're trying to even it out, but really, I reckon it's just a bit of tit for tat, and it doesn't lead anywhere good.
Yeah, no, you can't even shit out. Like the idea of, like, that's the one.
Hence fucking like Martin Luther King. Like, I had a dream that people would be judged by the content of the character, not by some superficial bullshit like the color of their skin or, you know, whether they like to fuck cocks or vaginas.
Yeah, no,
who the fuck gives a fuck?
Yeah, very good.
I don't know, I've just never heard that term, fuck a cock. Like, fuck a cock.
You can fuck a cock. You fuck a cock with a cock. You can put one cock inside of the other cock.
You've never had your cock fucked?
Oh, fuck that. Nah.
Turkey slap. Haven't you heard of a turkey slap?
Fucking turkeys.
Where the fuck did that come from? We're back on the turkeys.
Shitbird. You listen to shitbird.
Why isn't it like a fucking a penguin slap, man? That's just as logical as a turkey slap.
Penguin slap? What's
yeah.
that?
Well, like, why a turkey?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, because of bollocks.
Because of the scrotum,
looks,
Oh,
looks
bollocks.
like the face bollocks.
But is a turkey slap like with your balls or with your cock? I thought it was like
a limp-dicked maneuver.
Yeah,
Like of the whole junk, but it has to be flaccid. I don't know what an erectile.
Bolchinius.
Yeah.
Hey,
Wait, you'd smack your flaccid penis against someone?
You do that?
Yeah, when you're sleeping.
Well, if he beats you really hard at Halo, you know, what do you expect, man? That's just gonna happen. I've got some fucking questions, bro. I've got some actual fucking questions.
Oh, great.
So I remembered.
Whatever do you think of it?
Multiple fractures. Skateboarding. Yeah. Oh yeah, here's something. All right. What's in the news these days a lot is gene editing, synthetic biology. You know about like CRISPR tech or any of that stuff that's going on right now?
No. I don't know, but I'd love to hear about it.
Well, you know, fucking a baby was born to 3 parents a few years ago. It's got 3 strands of DNA. It's not really quite human. It's like human 2.0.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, we've got crazy shit going on. But like my question...
That's how mutation will happen. When you start getting 3 bits of fucking DNA, 2 sperms, 1 egg, 2 eggs, 1 egg.
1 cut.
Like a gangbang. Like, is that how it... Yeah. Is that what's going on in the lab?
Who knows, man? who knows what's really fucking going on in the lab. But like my question is, in the future, like say like, all right, so like gene editing, it's accepted, it's cool. Everyone's getting a robot cock, like everyone. I mean, it's like, why would you not? Gene editing, I mean, you can make your cock vibrate if you want. And you know, there's this class kind of shift that like all the women are only going to the men with the bionic cocks, you know. Would you go along with that if it was really cool and everyone was doing it? But it was connected to the internet, so your cock could be hacked by Russian hackers.
Wow.
Put a meme on your cock.
Just spritzing at the worst times.
Spritz it.
It's gonna happen, bro.
Cheryl, your cock tweeted some racist memes. Oh, it's the Russians, I swear, what the fuck? All right, would you do it? Would you do it, man? Like, would you, I mean, like, they say it's totally safe and effective, but there has been cases of it being hacked and your cock goes haywire and, you know, gets a bit of a glitch.
Probably not.
No? Why not?
How intelligent is it?
Well, if it's connected to the AI, it's all-knowing.
It's in the singularity. And then you basically just fucking the universe.
Or you're fucking with the universe, because your cock is the universe.
Cool. Yeah, I don't know, man. It can feel pretty good. It's rigged up to your nerve endings and you're just fucking the universe.
It's pretty abstract. I mean, like, you could have a... man, it's hard to talk about these abstracts,
you could
but...
fuck the whole porn industry. You can just fuck every porn video.
You could have a detachable penis and just mail that shit. You could FedEx that shit to all the pornos. Be like, yeah, my cock has been around. It's just fucked everyone. Most prestigious mechanical bionic cock. You just put it in a fucking glass cabinet and just take it out for parties. Put it on your shoulder.
I just got really hungry.
Yeah, I'm a bit hungry too. Okay, all right. Would you like actually eat cock if you were paid actual a cock, and it's been cooked?
Like consume
it, like eat it. Would you consume a dick for $100?
No.
One mouthful for $100?
No.
Like it.
It's cooked. It's safe. It's seasoned. It actually tastes all right, you know. But you just couldn't get over that. I know.
No.
Right. How about a animal cock?
Animal dick. Maybe.
Turkey dick.
Fuck no.
You know those fucking turkeys. Swan
I don't know.
dick.
I got this like cannibalism kind of thing. It gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, well, it is pretty heebie-jeebie oriented, isn't it?
I don't think I'd give a fuck. Yeah, I'd probably eat it.
You'd eat a cooked man dick for $100.
That's how you get fucking mad cow disease, man.
How are you not a fucking streetwalker?
I could easily get more for it though.
Think so?
How? Who's gonna pay you more for
Yeah, who's paying for this? Are you?
Nah, Damo's paying for it.
I don't know.
He won a lot of money off the lottery and he just wants to shit that cunts.
Yeah,
I'll pay you $100 to fucking eat a cock.
Man, I've eaten fucking tarantulas. I've eaten
bugs.
bugs.
I'm gonna get a.
I heard tarantulas not bad.
Road and you're gonna eat a dick for $100.
It's like Friday.
All right, guys, it's fucking Halloween. Have you noticed any spooky goings on in your life recently?
Like really weird guy. Yeah. Just like came up and asked if we wanted to be interviewed.
Tell me more.
Whoa! I didn't know where you were going with that. Yeah, that happened.
Supernaturally. Have you ever experienced any supernatural outside of the box experiences in your life?
I want to. I wish, but nah.
You never seen a ghost?
Nah.
No. Do you think aliens are real?
Yeah, I think it's like probable.
Like if you met one, how would you represent for humanity? What would you ask the alien? What are you talking about?
How long have they been around for? Are they more advanced than us?
Oh yeah, they've been around thousands of years, man.
Thousands? Shit, man.
Yeah, like they're like feng shuiing on the next level of jazz consciousness.
You know, it's like a 1 in 3 chance that it's right in terms of our. So, you had that Brian Cox thing that our universe is worth. It's like 14 billion years old, and our species took like 4 billion years to evolve.
Oh yeah.
So if there's aliens, it's like either ages ago, or like right now, or maybe we've missed it.
Yeah.
So all of time.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys reckon is the next stage of human evolution?
Just like.
Fuck off!
Yeah, that was a dick.
This fucking bastard seagull.
Another shit bird.
Shit bird. Fuck off.
Welcome back to shit bird.
I don't know, I reckon we'll get like skin, like not skinless, hairless.
Hairless?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one. I think I like that evolution. That sounds like a good thing.
Yeah.
So like then our sweat must change as well then, right? We must like stop sweating because like hair's got to do with sweat. Like we have eyebrows, so like the sweat doesn't fall into our eyes.
And figures.
Oh shit! I didn't know that's what they were for.
Man, if you had no eyebrows, how could you tell the expression of somebody, like what they're trying to convey to you?
You'd have to have like telekinesis or something.
Man, you'd be taking shit the wrong way all the time. Man, this swan looks like he wants to be included in the reckoning, man. I mean, but he's a bit shy. He's like, nah, fuck it. Shake the head. He's like, nah, don't, man. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just gonna fuck with my wings, bro. Oh, they spot me. They spotted me. I'm too shy. Don't look at me.
Why you mad at me? Why you do this?
How do you reckon people evolve? And do you reckon there would be a way to speed up that process?
I think society moves as slow as the dumbest motherfucker. The last straggler.
The last straggler.
Moves as slow.
Yeah. Wait, are we talking like... We're talking about evolution of
Human evolution, yeah. Like, what do you think kind of like propels human evolution? And is there any way that things that we could do that would, you know, speed up that evolutionary process?
I reckon, well, sort of off topic, but I reckon for a start, our sort of like, I guess not natural defenses, but like, how do you say that? I don't know, now that we have...
Did you turn your mic off as well?
Did I?
Maybe.
Probably a good thing.
Speak into it, go. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Yeah. Yeah, you're sweet, man.
I guess, I don't know, I guess what I was saying is like evolution-wise, I don't think, well, because there's not really any threat to us and you constantly have food, you know, for the most part, I guess. Water, shelter, that sort of stuff. I feel like we'll just like get like a bit round around the edges sort of thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, these legs are going, man.
Animal instincts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like get a slug bottom half.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Right. The big snake tail.
And your preference of dick?
I don't know.
That's very logical.
I don't know what you can do to speed it up.
It's like maybe evolution is facing struggle then and overcoming that.
Yeah.
Maybe that's related to evolution in some way.
Yeah,
I guess like
adaptation.
On the other hand, I guess there's like going to be a lot of sort of interracial commingling sort of thing.
Comminglings.
And that will like...
Your face!
No, like, because you've got like different sort of genetics like joining together sort of thing more often.
It's the way you said that, but it's so anus fucking fucker.
Oh yeah.
No, but like, what's your point though in like the genetic? So like that's gonna change the evolution.
Well, I guess there's going to be more random events genetically. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like we are biochemically attracted to people that have genetics that kind of like fit to ours like a glove. I think. You know, I mean, like smelling like your pheromones and shit like that. Yeah,
you should wear colognes and shit because you attract the wrong...
Fucks with your pheromones.
Wrong shit.
There's fucking testosterone pheromone in a fucking packet that you can get in the toilet. You're attracting these fucking geese that'll be coming at you from all angles. Ball genius. Yeah, man. That could be part of it. Fuck, I don't know.
Who can tell?
Evolution.
Do you guys believe in God?
I don't really give like the conversation much time anymore.
Yeah.
It's like something I have so little sort of control over.
The big questions we kind of stop asking a lot, I find, in society these days. We're very, you know, routine. We've got our jobs. We've got to work a lot, man. So we're going through stuff. We've got so much stuff to fill our heads and minds. Like Netflix is going crazy right now with some fucking crazy shows, man. So it's hard. It's hard to resist that shit. You know?
I think there's a God that's in control. If that's like,
Okay.
I would like to think that if there was a God, it would be like a husband. It'd be like a marriage.
Yeah.
And they're just like, and we're their kids, and they're just doing the best they fucking can. And
Yeah,
they're
like we all are.
Rocky relationship. And that's just how it is. You know, they're just trying their best.
Oh, well, I think it's more logical to think that there is a God than that there isn't a God. I mean, if you look at the pure, simple logic of it, if you believe in cause and effect, do you guys believe in cause and effect, right? Cause and effect, you believe in that, right?
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah, right. For every cause, there's an effect. For every effect, there's a cause.
Yeah. Of course,
Okay. Well, then, hold on a minute. There's this world here. There's this reality that we seem to find ourselves in. There must have been a fucking cause for it. Could have been it. I mean, but like, bro, like for real though, if you take all the religious connotations out of the word God, it's literally just cause, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think it's a scientific explanation that there's no God. I don't think that's very scientific.
It's just cause.
You don't fucking know anything.
Just cause. Something created this. It's like you either believe that there was a cause for the effect of reality, the world, everything existing the way it does, or you don't believe that there's a cause to it. And I don't believe that you can not believe in God and still think that there was a cause that created reality.
Yeah.
You know? It's a bit of a
It was Prometheus.
Paradox though. Prometheus, who's that guy?
I was thinking about Alien.
I know there's the
movie Alien.
the Promethean flame, I think is the
ship. Sorry, I'm thinking of the ship in the movie.
The Promethean flame, I think, is like the flame that we have on top of the medical symbol of the two snakes in the DNA, and then the Promethean flame on top.
Prometheus.
What's up with that, Melvin?
You stole fire from the gods.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Stealth fire from the gods.
Prometheus stole
That's a
fire from
larrikin.
the gods.
There you go.
That's a larrikin phrase.
Right there. Here's Doolan.
Doolan.
Doolan. What is Doolan, reckon?
Doolan. Oh.
What kind of a fucking name is Doolan?
Doolan.
Doolan!
Haha, you know me.
You know land? I do! I do land!
He's a gamer.
Bitch!
Doolan, please.
Yeah, we gotta go to a LAN party.
Your LAN party. You're gonna do that LAN party. Fuck yeah.
Gotta play some war.
Represent.
Get into the world
of Warcraft.
Fuck, that sounds like fun, man. I haven't played video games for so long. Man, like I reckon if I started playing again, it'd just be like a wormhole. Like, fuck it, I waste so much time. Video games these days are next level, man. You got fucking scientists in a lab thinking, how the fuck can we addict little kids to this shit?
It's actually something I'm saving for being an old man. Just like fucking play video.
Set the scene for the dream, brother.
Scene for the dream. He's on a boat, little canoe. He's rolling down the river.
Sculptures out of shit, junk.
Whittling. Whittling.
Whittling.
Yeah.
Whittling.
The Whittle's world. That's so cool that you're making a podcast, man.
Yeah, man. I put it to lo-fi hip-hop instrumentals.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put this to some beats, man. Yeah, and it's really spooky because like we'll hear this and like we don't think that we're talking any like kind of rhythmic cadence or like our conversation is like fitting exactly to a particular instrumental that's out there somewhere in the cosmos, but I'll find it and I'll put it to it and I'll make it fit, man. And
that's great.
Does
it take a fuckload of editing? It must take a shitload of editing.
My pupils are square. I don't know if you can see, but I have actual square pupils now. I've looked at the fucking screen so much that I am dead inside. There was a soul there. Now that there is a soggy, cold rag. But I come outside and I get rejuvenated in the sun while it's there.
Fuck that.
Have you guys seen a flying fox? That shit's insane. It's like it's like an actual fox with giant bat wings.
Yeah, they live in the tree across from our house, man.
What the fuck?
Like talking shit at night.
Yeah. How the fuck did the foxes develop and evolve to have bat wings? Why not rabbits? Why didn't rabbits?
Fucked a bird.
They fucked a bat, didn't it? A fox must have fucked a bat.
Come here.
You know, we're in Bat Media right now. How is that?
Yeah, right.
Coborg
represent
right there.
Uzbekistan.
Well, like, here's a question. Being in Coborg as we are, I think the assimilation is quite strong in Coborg. Do you think the Borg assimilation is going on in society these days? You know, Borg, like Star Trek. Star Trek Borg is like the alien hive mind where everyone thinks the same and acts the same and talks the same. Do you notice this going on in society?
No comment.
That is the correct answer. I am the Borg. I would laser you if you gave the wrong answer. You know, fuck with the Borg. They got lasers. Lasers. Yeah, hey, but you know, it's not safe to speak. Would you agree?
No comment.
You're already part of the Borg. They've taken you.
How about you ask me a question?
Oh, I seriously thought you made that noise.
Mate, no worries.
Fucking drop some gems to the collective unconscious of Melbourne.
I feel bad. Dylan waits for no man.
Yeah, we gotta roll out. Is there
Yeah,
a way we can wind this out?
for sure, bro. It's going to be on YouTube probably next weekend. Do you have some final thoughts you'd like to drop to the collective unconscious of Melbourne?
I don't know, it's hard to get all like worked up in thought on such a cracking afternoon like this.
Just imagine that your thoughts are broadcast to the entire cosmos, broadcast into Pluto. You know, what would you like to share with the universe?
Fuck turkeys.
Yes.
We love each other. Tell the truth.
Fuck Eddie as well.
Used to say. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Fuck Eddie with a turkey lovingly, I think is the amalgam of that.
That's
you know.
great.
I'll settle.
Yeah. Yeah. But it was a pleasure, guys. Fucking thank you very much for being included. Basil. Yeah,
Basil.
pleasure.
Edward. Oh,
Straight
yeah.
yeah. Cameron.
Well, stay classy, Melbourne.
Okay. Yeah, fuck yeah, good on you, man.
Thanks,
where
guys.
can we find it?
Yeah, it should be on YouTube next weekend, hopefully.
The record.
What the fuck is up, Melbourne? Live direct The Reckoning. Coming to you from a river, or like, it's a river, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Reckoning is coming. Motherfuckers are running. When my drum skin running, thunder thumbing, strumming, just a number one, hummer 1 ton, drum lung, thwung sort, contort, Duncan Funk, jumping out the porridge like a drunk Chuck Norris. I'm in the forest, others forfeit, not wide-eyed like Horace. Motherfuckers that saw this, looking for that 4-inch leeway, just enough rope for them to yoke themselves. They wanna choke, but I would rather promote wealth.
spirituality, individuality. It's not actually, you don't need to live in apathy. Bap on the street, so much apathy. I need some relief, relief to the beat. Gonna tweet like a bird, word to the earth. 432 hertz, hertz that hurt the sensitive in the street. Acting delicate, feng shui. Ornamental porcelain, torn a bit with a sword. I'm spitting, dissing, missing vision, mission and fission. Pause, pawns in a mission. Gone fishing, spit hymns with him on the hip. Rhythm rocket ship, yapping at the stratus jacket, flapping, rapping acronyms out my abdomen. Harrison, or am I imagining? Inaccurate. Bap to the kick. Rap on a skip. Lap up the catnip. Arc on a lock. Spark in the dark. Sharp like a dart to the heart. Ready, react. Ha. Whoa, that was deep. That was fucking beautiful, bro. Thank you for that, man. We have a good feng shui together, bro. We should make some music. Fuck yeah, representing the reckoning, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to spark a number. We're about to get down. We're gonna get a bit mellow.
You're saying feng shui, cultural appropriation?
I don't know, we'd have to ask the Chinese, man. I've dated a lot of Chinese girls. They didn't really give a fuck.
Chinese concept?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I may be wrong. Maybe Tibetan?
If it was Chinese or, yeah, Japanese. Very similar cultures at their roots. Of Buddhism, Taoism.
I really dig that idea of yin-yang, man. Like the dualism to reality. Like we were talking about earlier, you know, like...
And I was talking about how I don't so much dig it.
Sorry?
I was saying how I don't so much dig it.
Yeah. And I'm talking... Yeah, I was going to mention that perhaps maybe the world maybe is one way, perhaps, but we perceive it dualistically because we are dualistic humans. We are good and bad. We have good and evil. And I think that it's a symptom of certain personality disorders, such as borderline personality disorder, to see people as only wholly good and wholly evil. You know, and
I don't think it's one or the other though. I don't, like when I say that.
I don't know,
it's
but
just like a unit, oneness.
You're talking about reality. I'm just I'm just talking about people. You know?
No, but even with people, like I know that people do act good and bad, but because it's such a subjective thing too.
With the borderlines, I'm just saying that they see people as either wholly good or bad, not reality. And
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Totally.
Yeah.
Just that.
Could you like this actually? I'm multiple fractures in at the moment.
I see that.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No. Representing. Sorry to break your point there, man. Like I have a thing where like one of the most fundamental truths about me, man. I mean, man, if you get this, you get me. You know, like truly, honestly, hate me or love me, I really don't care. What I care about is don't misunderstand me. You know. So like I get...
Please don't let me be misunderstood.
Exactly. So sometimes I get a bit when I see that I feel like I'm being taken the wrong way. And sometimes like, because going back on the recordings, I look at it and I'll be like, yeah, I can come off a bit too heavy-handed that way. But sometimes that's just, that's the reason why I laser shredded, because I want to like, kind of like make sure that, you know, I'm being perceived on the right tip, you know? Yeah. But hey, man. That was such a good little rap that we spontaneously did there, man. And like, people will listen to this and be like, yo, yeah, it's really lo-fi. Yeah, we're not in a studio. This is real life, motherfuckers. We're out by a river, you know, and dig it or not, it's up to you, man, you know, but like, I would rather you not misunderstand me. And, you know, like, in the sense of like, this is kind of like one of the things that I try to encourage people to do. Not be so quick to judge, and rather try to maybe approach the devil of your relative groups, you know, and like have a fucking conversation like human being to human being, like an underground Melbourne Power Ranger.
Yeah, well, that's the only way to actually spread like change, you know, to propagate it. I mean, like you can't. You're not spreading you're not spreading your ideology if you're just hanging out talking about it with people who already share it. Like, you have to go out and find the people who are like, who, you know, you might want to hate even, you know, and trying to share it with them. Like, otherwise there's no, I mean, it's not that there's no point, but like, you can't feel like you're doing something with your ideology unless you're doing that, you know. It's fine to have that ideology and just acknowledge that it's just for your own personal use. But if you want to like claim this sort of like, you know, like you're spreading it, you know, then you do have to go to the hard places, you know, with people, you know.
I totally agree, and that's how your arguments grow legs in the first place, you know, facing that adversity.
Yeah, learning the counter arguments.
Yes, exactly. And I think if you do that enough, I think that's a healthy thing, so you shouldn't feel so offended by it, because if you do it enough, what will happen is you'll start to think more deeply about your arguments, and maybe you'll think about some better arguments to pursue and convince people that your way is the right way. If you want to do that, that's one of the ways you do it, man. You confront the counter argument, you debate that shit through.
Yeah.
But anyway, I got some questions. Check out this notepad. We're getting down to the earth, ladies and gentlemen. Feng Shui. Where's my notepad? There it is. Oh yeah, but that's one of my questions as well. Do you reckon the Power Rangers had it right because their power came from love and friendship and unity?
Was that the story?
Well, I don't know about love, but it was definitely friendship and unity. That's where they derive their power.
Totally.
I feel pretty fucking powerful when I'm with a bunch of people that actually genuinely do give a fuck about people in the world, and they're trying to do something to help. Or, you know, at the very least, you know, do less harm, you know, just trying to do that. Yeah. Do you think personality shapes beliefs? In the sense that I'm finding a lot of people that share the same beliefs, share the same kind of personality types and traits. Do you reckon there's a correlation there?
Yeah, I reckon so, yeah.
Interesting. So maybe it would be of benefit, perhaps, to learn a bit about psychology and personality traits. So when you're dealing with people that have certain ideas that clash with you, maybe that's a factor to put in as well. To say like, well, maybe they believe in this because they are generally have this strong characteristic of this personality type.
Yeah.
And they maybe
leads them to have particular life experiences.
Yes.
You know, that they then form their beliefs based upon.
Confirmation bias.
Yeah, confirmation.
It's like that I'm saying to a person with a hammer, the world is a nail. Right?
Yeah, right.
Oh, bro, I've actually got some great fucking quotes. Like, hold this for a second, because like I wanted to talk about quotes a little bit.
Yeah.
This is really great Japanese guy. All right. So I'll say the quotes, and like we can speculate about the meanings and extrapolate from there. So you have to put that back in.
You can't tell people to not have like an opinion, or
it makes people.
Oh, you can. People have.
You can tell people, but you like it's.
And if people decide,
completely ineffective.
And if people decide to do that and self-censor themselves and become serfs, basically, I think that's what leads to really.
Oh yeah. Okay. So. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back at the reckoning with some quotes from a feng shuiing Ronin samurai by the name of Miyamoto Musashi, I believe is the correct pronunciation. So the quote is, know the way broadly and you will see it in all things.
I like that.
Could you speculate about what he may mean by that? Or like what you think that means?
Know the way broadly and you will see it in all things?
In all things.
Yeah. It's interesting.
It's very loaded, it's very abstract.
It's
hard
like
to get a grasp on.
I mean, it's interesting because it's a very broad statement about like sort of having a broader view of things.
And your mind has way more room to move now. now, doesn't it? And it's strange. Some people, when given those questions that aren't so restrictive, and their mind is free to wander, I get some really fascinating answers. But like 90% of the time, it's like, I feel like people aren't reckoning. Reckoning is on a bit of a decline. The processing, they're not really aware and present and there with you, thinking it through. They're kind of just thinking, oh, routine answer, you know,
right, going
through the motions.
Yeah.
But it's a very deep quote as well.
Know the way, was it? Not your way, hey?
Know the way broadly, and you'll see it in all
I wonder
things.
what, like I guess it then depends on what the way is. Yeah, contextually. I mean, you said he was a samurai.
Yeah. Hold on, let me hold. Could you hold up just a second? I gotta get this fucking quote back out. It's disappeared, ladies and gentlemen.
I guess it's like whatever your thing is, you know, the more broadly you understand it, the more that you'll see its like ever-reaching effect in everything.
Yes.
And that's kind of what he's getting at, eh? You know, like...
Yeah, I think so.
Even like, it could be music is your thing. And so then, like, the more broadly you understand and see and know and learn about music, like, then you'll realize that it's everywhere, or, you know, you'll realize that, yeah, the effect of it in everything, at least. You know? But it's like that with anything. Your thing could be law, you know, your thing could be, marine biology. Yeah. And then you'll be in the desert one day and you'll realize, holy shit, there's marine biology on the floor here, you know?
For real. Yeah, no, I think that's maybe what he's getting at, man. And see, like, I kind of took the same meaning in a sense of like, but like I like to put a archetypal relevance on it, you know.
You like your archetypes,
eh? Yeah, well, that's
what about the archetypes?
That's my rap name, Arc. Yeah, like archetype. Yeah, sweet. Because I'm just a part of it as well, man. Like, I'm just an extension of the universe. I'm just like, it's all a character that we play, man.
Yeah,
it's the hero archetype, man. You can feng shui on point, or you can fail to, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not gonna tell you the correct feng shui. You gotta find that out for yourself.
Well, it's an individual thing.
It is. It really is. But I believe what he was saying in this, and this is just what I took from it, is that if you know something deeply, you can see the patterns within it. And if you can see those patterns in that, you can see it in all things if you know it deeply enough. If you know someone, if you know a human, if you know life, if you open up your senses and your awareness and your consciousness to life enough to really know it at a deep level and see the patterns within it, then you see those patterns in the rest of life. It's like a microcosm of the rest of the cosmos.
Totally.
Yeah. I have another quote. Let me give up.
Hit us up.
Right.
What's he got?
Yeah, this guy, man, he's really good. I've got to thank Joe Rogan for this, because he mentioned this motherfucker on his podcast, and I've been looking at his book, and this motherfucker's got some wise words. This is like a hardcore Ronin samurai, like, and he's like, he talks about like everything that you need to do, you know, to be able to be like so aware at the point of like, because he killed like over like 60 like samurais in like combat, one-to-one combat as a samurai. So he had to feng shui with such a discipline, man, that he needed to be aware when he had like katanas fucking flying at his head. Anyway, the next quote is, there is nothing outside yourself that can ever enable you to get better or stronger or richer or quicker or smarter. Everything is within. Yeah, you agree with that?
I dig that. Yeah, I dig that.
The inspiration, right?
Yeah. I mean, it goes back to that dualism thing, though, you know, once again, because it's like within or, you know, without, you know, like the interior and the exterior.
Yep. You know. And like objectivism would be like there is an exterior, you know, although really when you look at it, it's like there may be, but we only have our own perceived experience, so we can never get outside of that and truly know.
Totally.
Yeah. Alright, fuck yeah. Next
Living our own little reality, eh?
We're getting fucking existential here at The Reckoning, motherfuckers. Think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world.
Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah. Yeah, too much thought about the self, just fucking pointless, really. It gets you nowhere.
Yeah, man.
Either you're boosting your ego or you're beating yourself down, you know? Neither one of them is good, you know? Just get on with it, really.
yeah, fucking get on with life, man.
Yeah.
Stop being so sensitive, Melvin. But I think that relates back to
Wait, say the quote again,
think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
like that it's the world and not like others, or like it's the world. It's everything.
Yeah, get outside of your own head.
Yeah. Even outside of the human experience, you know.
Maybe, or like maybe if you try to empathize with another human's experience that isn't yours, maybe you'd get a broader perspective of reality for the world, because like they all perceive in a different way. It's another piece of the puzzle, you know. Yeah, so maybe you take a little bit from this person, a little bit from that, and then it's more data to fucking process and reckon about, right?
Yeah, that's why it's important to, like, when you can, appreciate negative experiences for what they're showing you, you know, because you are still, like you say, getting that piece of the puzzle from that person, you know, like, you might meet somebody on the street and they're just crazy, they're just abusing you for like half an hour while you're waiting for your bus or something, you know, but like...
That's still an opportunity to learn.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
And I think often the really aggressive conflicts that we may face with people, those people that we really perceive as our enemy, can often hold a lot of gold and value and knowledge about yourself, you know, in how you react to them and how you jiu-jitsu that situation. If you play a victim, you can see
verbal jiu-jitsu.
Verbal jiu-jitsu, or you could see it as a challenge to embody what you think of yourself, what you're trying to kind of create in the world, and you know, like you could love your enemies, man. You really can. Like, it takes a lot of discipline, but you can do it. But I think that this relates to another quote as well. So the quote is, I don't know who made this quote, but this dude was like, a intellectual is a person whose mind stares at itself.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. So it's like a closed circuit. You know, you got these really high functioning bourgeois PhDs and they have doctorates and all this stuff, you know, and like you can't tell them shit outside of the box of what they know, because they know that shit. They did a course.
Yeah.
You know,
the official course.
Certified, accredited, for reals. All right, next quote. Do nothing that is of no use.
Sweet. Is there anything that's of no use though? What is that? You know, that's
use to you, I think.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, like I think he's saying like be aware of like
wasting your energy.
What you want, you know, and do nothing that is of no use to what you actually truly deeply want.
Yeah.
What you truly deeply desire more than anything, like not just your surface level, I need this, I need that, I need the new PS18, you know, but like really fucking what you deeply desire at the fundamental core of your human being, you know.
Yeah, your heart.
Yeah, and do nothing that is of no use
for you pursuing that goal and achieving that. I think that's what he was saying. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I don't know.
What are you talking about? Well, it's hard to scratch your nose with multiple fractures, I'll tell you.
What happened to your hand, man?
Skateboarding.
True.
The name of the first episode is Multiple Fractures and 3 Painkillers Deep. It is difficult to understand the universe if you only have... it is difficult to understand the universe if you only study one planet.
Totally.
Yeah.
I was saying that quote and there was like a full-on like ringing in my ear, like a 16 km. You get that sometimes, like...
Yeah.
I was like, can I regulate my voice or do I sound like a chipmunk? Because I sound like a chipmunk,
ladies and gentlemen, in my own head.
Yeah.
I was subjective. Yeah, so what do you think about that quote? It is difficult to understand the universe if you only study one planet.
Similar thing to the one we had before about if you broaden like your understanding of the way, then you see it in all things or whatever.
Yes.
You know? Yeah.
Get outside of your own head a bit.
Yeah. Out of the human experience.
Yeah, I feel that.
I think that's the big thing, you know, like more than any of this individual stuff. Like something we need to work on is being able to, like, remove ourselves not just from our own little bubble and into like other people's, but from our own little bubble and into that of the earth itself, you know, that of the land, you know, the spirits, the other dimensions, you know.
Dream time.
Yeah, the dream time.
The Aboriginals were on this shit, weren't they?
Yeah, the indigenous people here, very onto it, people.
Dude, like, recently a story came out very recently, only about like 2 weeks ago, I think, that they've found some new findings that showed that the Aboriginals have been here for at least 65,000 years.
Oh, more than that, it's I've heard,
that's like very least, but like that's like way up from the last estimate.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Very interesting stuff that they talk about, man. Like, I'm very interested.
You heard of the out of Australia theory?
No, what's that theory?
Well, you know, the out of Africa theory, that you know we all originate from Africa.
Yep.
So that study that sort of proved that at the time, you know, that, well, it's called a theory for a reason, but the study that like found that the initial genome study was conducted before they had fully identified the indigenous Australian genome, and so there's a lot of there's genetic evidence that we might actually all originate from indigenous Australians. But also there's what you just said, like that they've been here for at least 65,000 years. But there's actually like artifacts and art like that has been dated at 100,000 or near to. And so, but even at 65,000 years, for them to have gotten over here at the time that it suggested we all migrated out of Africa just doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't match up. Like, they wouldn't have been able to, they couldn't have left Africa at the time that is suggested and made it here at the time that there is artifacts here, you know. But there's artifacts of like
shenanigans.
It's not like there's artifacts of, you know, them like, you know, art on the wall about them arriving. It's like all of the art and artifacts is about them having already been here for so long, you know. So it's like, you know, that's not really accounted for. Like, it's like, that artifact is 65,000 years old, say, but like it's showing evidence of a culture much older than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's yeah.
I just need a function round point because I have a little bit of bark that fell down the back of my singlet, and I just realized, oh, there it is. Beautiful. Hey, did the Aboriginals ever talk about like UFOs? Did they ever like have little paintings of like aliens and stuff? Well, they have the Dreamtime, right? So they talk about like other beings in the Dreamtime, don't they?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Oh man, I've heard some pretty wild stories, you know, from elders.
I would really be very interested in those stories, man, because I don't know enough about the Aboriginal culture. That's the thing in Australia. We don't get taught a lot about our own fucking culture. I mean, like, I guess it's not ours because we came here, right? At the same time, it's the place that we live now. We all live here together. We're all Australians. Isn't that meant to be the fucking motto, like a fair go for everyone? Like,
oh, it's not, man.
I am down for that, man. Like, true fucking equality. Not like, no, this group needs to be treated better for whatever reason, or they face more persecution or adversity. Whatever the reason, fuck it, it doesn't work. The only thing that's gonna work is actual equality. Like Martin Luther King, man, like I have a dream that people will be judged by the content of their character, not by some superficial bullshit like the color of their skin. And like, I think that what he meant when he said that was more so than the color of your skin, but like as of any superficial bullshit, like sex, group, or you're into punk music, whatever. It's how about what you actually do as a person? Yeah. But please, man, like, would you like to talk about some of the stories of the Aboriginals?
Well, they're not really my stories to tell, to be honest.
True, it's like more of like a for need to know.
I think that's fair. Yeah, and I think that, like, in a way, that's one of the reasons. I mean, the main reason that we don't have knowledge of Indigenous culture in mainstream, like white Australia, is because it has been like oppressed massively.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
Into seclusion, essentially.
Nimbin. Do you know the story of Nimbin?
No, not particularly. But
just quickly, like this is like a really fucking sad story, man. Like
they all are, man.
Like man, they've made it into like this fucking tourist destination, right? But originally it was like a very high, you know,
high frequency, high energy kind of
capital
meeting place.
It was a very important place to the Aboriginals. They had very specific like spiritual meaning to them, right? And it was a place in which they kind of, it was like a coming of age thing for the boys. They'd go there and they'd like become a man and stuff. And that's what I was told anyway. And what the Australian government did is they pumped a lot of fucking drugs into that town, and they made it into a tourist destination, and they made the laws on weed very lax. Yeah. You know, in the sense of like, people think it's legal there. It's not legal, it's still illegal, but what I've heard, I may be wrong, but what I've heard is that the cops have been given what's called discretionary rights, in the sense that they have more leniency to choose not to prosecute you.
Totally.
Yeah. So, but the result that had was totally fucking decimating their culture. It's terrible. Yeah. I mean, I'm against the kind of rhetoric these days that there is this overwhelming, overarching oppression, like white supremacy and all that stuff of all the people that aren't white. That may be the case, but what I want to know from these people is like, what are the specific instances of this? So let's deal with it together, you know? Like, but generally I don't get a lot of that. But there are a lot of these instances in the past that we can talk about, but it doesn't serve
well,
with.
It's hard to talk about. It's hard to talk about, though, man.
But like, it doesn't
like
help
do you
to
want
solve
to talk
these problems, though. If we don't talk about the specific problems involved.
Totally. Yeah. I guess. I mean, it's like people forget that these problems, you know, as a white person or as somebody looking at it from an exterior, you know, but you know, it could be about anything. It could be about class.
We
race,
all face adversity in some
gender,
way.
exactly. Yeah.
We are all minorities in some way as well. I mean, like, there's all this talk like, oh, the minorities, they deserve more rights, and because they get it worse than everyone else.
Well, the thing is that no matter what, you're always going to be looking at it from that exterior point of view, and you need to give that credence. You need to remember that, and like, you might want people to you might want people to explain themselves to you, but the thing is that, like, do you want to explain your innermost pain to people that you meet?
I think there's a time and place for that.
That's right. That's right. There's a time and place, but for these people, that might be what you're asking of them. You know what I mean? Like, I think that happens a lot in today's society. You know, people meet a black guy and they want to talk about black politics with him. It's like, you know, do you want to talk about like the thing that affects you most, like your deepest sadness? You know, like, because that could be what it is for this man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
but bro, like I do enjoy doing that, because it goes back to what I was saying before about how you jiu-jitsu the adversity. It's like, are you a victim, or do you see that as a challenge to rise above that shit and make it into a virtue? See, I see value in adversity. I do this podcast and I face a lot of adversity from people that want to shit on me and stuff, but like, the way I jiu-jitsu that is like, I document it and say like, yo, this is how you should react to these people. It's like, you don't need to buy into that shit.
I don't like that word, should. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
You know what I mean, though? Like, I reckon that's a good topic, actually, the word should.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. Maybe I misspoke. I'm not.
Well, no.
I'm not. But like, no. But what I mean by that is saying, like, I don't think I'm telling people, you know, what to do. Like, do this.
Yeah.
I'm more so saying, this is what I reckon.
Yeah.
It's the
reckoning.
reckoning.
I'm not criticizing you for the usage there. I just thought it'd be a cool thing to add on to, actually, because. Like, it's not about any, you know, like you using it just then or somebody using it, but it's more about like where the usage of that comes from in our culture, you know, essentially, like where that comes from. It's like the word natural, you know, like as well. Well, just like I like to look at the roots of where it actually comes from. I mean, because should by definition, comes from a place of telling somebody how to do something or what to do. Like it does. Like, but that doesn't mean it's the context. Like, because it's all context as well. Yeah. So that's not like the way you were using it, but it comes from that place still in its root. And so people like.
Could I tell you
overuse these words? You know?
The context of the way I was using it?
Yeah.
Okay, so like what I'm trying to say is like should in the sense of like if I'm just assuming the ideal goal of people in general is to feng shui on point and have that balance of order and chaos in their life and have meaning and purpose and all that, and like not face too much, you know, trouble and like shit in their life. And I think, you know, it's like you have to accept that life is fucking trouble, you know, but you're a bad motherfucker and you can jujitsu like a feng shui and underground Melbourne Power Ranger from the future.
Yeah,
right, if you choose to. And I'm trying to, you know, raise the alarm that it's like you don't want to play the victim card too much, because it's like kind of like the boy who cries wolf, man. A lot of people, it's like, oh, you know, they're always crying wolf, they're always playing the victim. It's like when real adversity is going on, it gets less of it gets drowned out by all the other shit, you know. It's like, maybe we should just like, I don't know, man, because I don't know everything that's going on in Melbourne all the time, so I can't know, like, maybe they are facing way more adversity than anybody else, you know?
Yeah. But... Well, you can't know anything about anybody, ever, really. That's the thing.
Even if they are, though, I don't think it helps by preaching a victim mentality kind of thing on them. I think it would be more...
I guess
helpful to be, like, encouraging and be like, you know, yes, you face this adversity, but... how you react to that and adapt to that and jiu-jitsu that is what shapes your character and actually makes you who you are as a person in the first place. And it can be an amazing thing. Do you think Johnny Rotten could have gotten where he did and did what he did if he hadn't faced a lot of fucking heartbreak and adversity in his life? He's gone through some heavy shit, but he jiu-jitsu that shit like a king. This is kind of what I'm trying to say. Do you think
I get it. I get where you come from, man.
Because I see that happening. You get like this collective Munchausen's kind of disease happening. Do you know about the Munchausen?
Vaguely, yeah.
It's kind of like a victimhood thing. Like everything's wrong all the time, and like, but you don't actually speak up much solutions and practical ways about how you're actually fighting that in your life.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, for me, it's like, it's all right. Like, if people want, you know, if people feel the victim, like, that's fine, you know. That's not my, because like it goes back to like they are an individual. I haven't had their life. Like, I mean, what does victim even mean? Like, even the word is subjective, bro. Like,
we can only speak from our personal experiences.
But like, even our language is like not personal, you know, like, so we can't truly communicate our experiences properly, and what it becomes in so many circles is actually just an intellectual battle, like who has a better grasp of the vocabulary.
Exactly. It becomes a competition.
But it's like, and it's always this like,
it's what sociopaths do, by the way. They turn conversations into a competition.
Yeah. I think everybody does it, really. Like when it gets to the point of an argument.
Well,
like,
the thing is, like,
doing, you know?
sociopathy is like a spectrum, and we do all have these traits, and it is in our nature. But I think where it becomes dangerous is where it becomes pathological.
Like constant, you mean? Like
no,
a process of...
Pathological kind of means like you have these like wired-in brain patterns of and ways of thinking that you are not conscious of and you are unaware of, and they're kind of just running like in the background. So you're kind of, you don't have much of a control of your emotions and your thoughts. They just kind of run rampant in these like cycles that you're addicted to, you know? That's how you develop personality disorders, ladies and gentlemen. So like part of the podcast is like, we like to analyze a little bit about personality disorders, but at the same time, I want to make the distinction that I'm not going to psychoanalyze people from the podcast on the other podcast where I get a bunch of people together and we play the episode, and then we speculate about what's going on in the zeitgeist of Melbourne and our own experiences and stuff. But I don't want to psychoanalyze people in the podcast at that time for a lot of reasons. Like one,
are you gonna psychoanalyze me, bro?
No, bro. I'm like, bro. Like for one, I am not a practicing analytical psychologist. One, but two, also, a lot of the times the people at these groups won't be the people that were recorded, and they don't have the chance to defend themselves and stuff like that. And also, it's like I don't want to, you know, like, because some people are pretty sensitive and they may feel like their life's imploding in if people, you know, psychoanalyze them and shit.
Yeah.
But what I do want to do is psychoanalyze in the abstract about these traits that these certain personality disorders have, such as sociopathy, narcissism, avoidant personality disorder. Because I'm finding these are a lot of what's causing the division in our society these days. And we don't have to talk about individuals. We can talk about anonymous people, not even from the podcast, in our personal lives, when we know about, you know, the characteristics of these people suffering from these, like, personality disorders, man. And because I think that these people for so long have been gaslighting people into thinking that they were the ones that were crazy. But I want to educate people based on real psychology of people that are like way fucking more smarter than me on this shit. Jordan B. Peterson represent. Fucking and so they have the tools to know it when they see it. When they see a person that is primarily interested in manipulating you and controlling you and feeding off your energy. Not to get too existential. Existential with the Rose of the Reckoning, ladies and gentlemen. Represent! We're live and direct to the Reckoning. Drop some gems. Speedboat gems, ladies and gentlemen. These motherfuckers, they drive so close to us. They know we're here, they know we're recording, but they don't come and...
How dare they use the river?
How dare they not come and stop for a little interview of the Reckoning? We want to know their thoughts. We want to ask some questions and shit. Alright, bro, I got some more questions for you. But this is Brit.
Couple more.
Yeah, okay, of course. We'll have a little interlude soon. You've been gone for a long time. You did a great job, man. Fuck, man. Like, this is one of the longest fucking ones I've had in a while. You're really good, man. Shit, we've actually talked about a lot of this shit. Oh, here we go. Do you believe in fate?
Fatalism.
No, like fate as in, like, do you believe, like, there is, like, a trajectory and order to reality in the universe and how it's unfolding, or it's all just random chaos?
Well, that kind of is like fatalism, isn't it? Isn't that the definition?
Random chaos?
No, the opposite. Like like fate, like the idea of fate being that, like, there is a sure, like, there's a way that we're going. Yeah. That's like, I don't know. I mean, it's like one of the oldest philosophical debates, isn't it? You know? Yeah. I mean,
in your life,
personally,
like, have you experienced sort of very synchronistic events in your life? Yeah, like that, like, would suggest that there is a deeper
like
kind of underlying
definitely.
meaning?
Definitely. Definitely I have. But, like, it's neither random nor certain, you know, like, it is still about choice. Like, this idea that there's...
Sounds like dualism.
Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah.
Yin Yang motherfucker.
Yeah.
Represent.
I don't know, man. Yeah. I kind of think, like, there is a pattern, but it's a constantly evolving, like, you know, pattern or something. Yeah. Hard to say, bro.
What's the quote? Know the way in one thing, and you'll know the way broadly in all things. Something like that. Fuck yeah. Okay. All right. 2 more questions. So we'll have the 3 as the ending. You know, 3 is a magic number, ladies and gentlemen. You know, like, most of my podcasts are like 3 hours and 33 minutes, or like 2 hours and 32 minutes, and shit like that. Yeah, it just works out that way. It's weird. What do you reckon about a female James Bond? They're like talking about getting a female James Bond. What do you reckon about that?
Yeah, female of 007.
Yeah,
Not James Bond, obviously.
No, like actual James Bond.
Called James Bond?
Yeah.
Her name would be James.
Female James Bond. The next James Bond, they're just gonna do like a female character instead.
Yeah, but so she'd be 007. For sure.
But it should be called James Bond.
Would she? That's, no, like, I don't think that's what they're doing. Bond, sure. But, like, what, are they going to do Jane Bond or?
Well, like, in the next, like, series of the 007.
New Doctor Who is going to be a woman.
Really?
Yeah, you Doctor Who fan?
I've watched a few episodes.
You a Whovian, mate? No, you're not a Whovian, then.
More a Trekian. I like my
Trekian,
Trek shit,
yeah,
man. I like Trek's where it's at, ladies and gentlemen.
Classic Doctor Who's where it's at.
You know what's really funny with Trek, man? Like, a lot of the social justice warriors were, like, talking to, like, what's the dude? The leader of the ship, the Star Trek ship. Shatner.
Shatner.
Yeah. They were shatting on Shatner, ladies and gentlemen. They were like, because...
what's she been doing?
Well, because they were saying, like, yo, Shatner, like, your Trekian like ideal is like totally communistic, and like it's communistic? Like, yeah, man, it's a utopia, bro. You just go into space, and I think it was like something along those lines. I don't want to misquote any trolls on the internet.
Yeah, right.
Trolling the trolls, ladies and gentlemen, under a bridge. Yeah, so. But like Shatner's was like basically saying like, you guys are like fucking snowflakes, get over yourself, like just relax, it's just a fucking TV show. Yeah. Like there's no underlining fucking
yeah, you're reading too far into it.
Yeah.
Could he be?
But hey, one more question, eh?
Go for it.
I'm gonna make it a good one.
Better make it a good one, mate.
What are you talking about?
I ain't got time for no shit, mate. Yeah. On the truth. About the truth, so help me God.
Woo. Okay, do you think people avoid talking about deeper issues more so these days? Like more surface level, and what do you think are some of the reasons? Like if you do believe that.
I mean, it's hard to say, I mean, because I wasn't around, I mean, other than these days. So it's, I mean, do you mean like in the last, I could speculate on the last like 10 years or so?
Yeah, for sure.
I haven't really noticed much change. I mean, probably most of the change is just my learning about things, you know, my further experience in things.
So it's around the same amount of
I think
people are okay talking about the deeper, more out-of-the-box issues.
I don't know. I tend to think that really people have been very much the same for thousands of years, potentially tens of thousands. Like in what troubles us, you know, like I mean, like we were talking about Socrates before, you know,
represent.
Like, yeah, exactly. You know, the ancient Greeks were an advanced civilization. They didn't have all of the same kind of technology.
I believe they invented being gay. Was that their invention?
No, I doubt it.
Hey, could I have a smoke by any chance, bro?
Yeah.
Thank you.
But they were dealing with the same sort of philosophical problems as we are today, you know. Yeah. I think people like to think that. No filters. No filters, people.
No filters.
They picture the pile created by every filter you've ever smoked in your life. Picture that pile. That pile still exists today.
It's there somewhere in the fucking collective ether of the collective subjective jazz ether consciousness. Resist the assimilation, ladies and gentlemen.
Resist the assimilation. The assimilation is coming for you.
Melbourne reckoners on the street. You know them. You've seen them. They've asked you questions. You felt a bit triggered. Fucking just talk to them. That's all I'm asking. Just talk to them. And I'm not telling you.
If they're not about to whack you or something.
Yeah.
If they're trying to whack you, just get out of there.
Yeah. Well, you know, you got to judge every situation like for what it is, you know. But like, fucking have a bit of.
Most people are worth giving the time of day, though. People do forget that. But people haven't got time in their day because they're part of a slave state corporate system.
Of course, they're so fucking busy that they don't have time to think about this existential shit, man. And like that's just because the life that they live, they got a family to feed, they got shit to do, they got bills to pay.
And that's how the man keeps us down.
It's the man.
Yeah, to be honest, like there's so much talk these days about, you know, all of the different you know, problems and different like, you know, intersectional issues and stuff. But for me personally, like class is seriously like the overall dominating factor.
You reckon?
Yeah, fuck yeah, man. Classism, like the rich and the poor, is oppressing everybody, no matter what, all the time, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like
I do notice
it's controlling our every movement. Like you know, like everybody has their individual problems, but we're all affected by class, man. And if we weren't all affected by that, all like running around, having to make money to get food, like food's available, food grows, man. Like people don't have to turn it into a fucking commodity. Food and water and shelter don't have to be commodities that you have to like essentially slave for, you know, working like most of your life just to fucking like run around in the little fucking, you know, rat race.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if we can get out of that struggle, then we could work on all the more individual troubles, but we might even find that they just fucking dissipate, man. Like that once that overall like domination and oppression of our every movement, like you can't do this, you have to do that, you know, like laws controlling things rather than people's common sense.
Less bureaucracy. Less
bureaucracy, more like then like we'll just naturally ease up on each other in all of the other ways that we fuck each other over.
Yeah, no,
you know, why have men
that,
always gone home and fucking abused their wives, you know, their lovers? It's because they've been treated like shit all day by some boss, you know.
Too much control, too much order, not enough chaos. Fuck
all of our problems arise from the struggle between the rich and the poor, you know. People didn't truly invade other countries because they thought that the peoples were like lesser. They were told the peoples were lesser so that the rich controllers could then take over the land purely for wealth. It's all been purely for wealth.
That's the real fucking history, man. I mean, it's not like we enslaved white people enslaved black people because of it was a race thing. Yeah, that's what they told people, but really the whole world, it was the rich people enslaving the poor people. That's what it came down to. Yes, black people had slaves. Yes, white people had slaves. Yes, Asian people. Everyone had slaves. There's enough shame to go around for everyone. So fucking shut up with all your racist bullshit about white guilt or racist this, racist that. You know, the true racism is all you motherfucking people that are white out there saying white people are shit because you've been brainwashed. And I'm just asking you to think for yourself. Get outside of the box, resist the assimilation.
Yeah.
But I'm noticing that so much these days, man. They're so quick to shit on white people. They're so quick to shit on male people. It's like the cool thing to do.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, I get it.
Yeah, it's a group thing. It's a group thing. It's like,
it's not. It's more than that, though. Like,
we're in a group. You're the devil of the group. Let's be in a group and oppress the devil, kind of thing. That's the way I see it, anyway.
Well, I mean, even with like, you know, the white male thing, it still is about class in a way. It's still about wealth, because, like, you know, it's about the fact that the white man is, like, you know, more able in society to, you know, like, get jobs and go to university because of, you know, his inherent privilege. So even then, it is still actually about wealth. Like, even, and for women, like, you know, it was that they weren't allowed to work. You know, they weren't even allowed to be educated until, you know, not that long ago. You know, and that then, like, became about power because, like, you know, the woman didn't have money if she left the man. Like, the man made all of the money, you know. So it was still about that wealth situation, you know. I seriously think if we free ourselves from this, it's hard to even explain it.
Yeah, I mean, like,
this world domination, I guess it is.
But, like, there's a lot of talk about this, and they shit on capitalism, right? And I'm open, and I realize all the issues that you just laid out are 100% true. What my problem is like, there's a lot of criticism of it, but there's not much of a tactic or a solution to it. And I understand it's a huge fucking issue, but we should start thinking and problem solving this shit. What would work better? And I think the biggest educator for that is history. You know, we have so many thousands of years of human evolution, man.
But history is written by the victors. That's the trouble too.
That's true.
History was written by people, you know, in a time when the common man couldn't read or write. You know, so that's
then Martin Luther came in representing with the first fucking printing press. Martin Luther, man, that was fucking riots in the street. The high priest of that society were getting a bit fucking, the ground's shaking underneath us. fucking revolution in the streets, man. But you know, like, it's hard to say when revolutions have actually had the desired effect, apart from
well,
like...
revolution's a funny word, because it means
like America,
to go around and
you
come
know?
back to the same point. You
Yeah,
realize that? Like
yes,
a wheel
yes.
revolves.
Yeah. Interesting, yeah.
It's not an evolution. We need to focus on evolution, not
Hey,
revolution.
I never thought about it like that, but you're right, hey, it's
That's
a
the definition of the word, man.
Comes
go
back to the
around
same
and
point.
come back to the same point.
It's deep. Fuck, man, yes.
Etymology, man.
Etymology.
Get into it.
I love it. I love it. All right, going on the etymology tip, I believe there's a lot of niceness in society these days, a lot of politeness, but not much kindness.
Mm-hmm.
I see niceness as the appearance of kindness.
Yeah.
But do you know the etymology of the word nice?
No. Please do inform me.
Okay, so if you Google the etymology of nice, what it comes up as is like coy, naive, dainty, fastidious, you know, like a yes man a little bit, you know?
Oh, really?
Yeah, agreeable, you know, like it doesn't say spineless, but I would add that on top as well, you know, like a bit of a spineless jellyfish.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's like a plankton. It's like a plankton person. There's a lot of plankton people in our society just not evolving and maybe just revolving.
Yeah, totally.
Like rims.
Yeah. Oh man, we're all in a bad way, and we all just got to appreciate that we're all in a bad way. And
Be
try
there for your
and
fellow reckoners, yeah?
yeah, and just try and work on it together.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's the truth, though, right? Like a Power Ranger, their power came from friendship and unity. That's the fucking solution, I think, to a lot of this shit. Work on yourself. Work on the people that are in your own social interactions at a grassroots level. Try to improve their lives in a tangible way.
Don't look to the government for answers either.
Yeah, don't look to the
People
government.
often like to...
If you're offended by something, don't go to fucking daddy government to make sure that the people that are offended by you go to prison or get fined $13,000. No.
More than even people being offended though, like people look to the government for everything, you know, like they want more of a focus on organic foods, or they want whatever they want in our society actually, they look to the government, and they want to vote in the person who's going to help them get that kind of stuff sorted. We just need to do it ourselves, and when governments or police come at you with a no, that's when you deal with the government. Otherwise you just get about your business. You want to fucking more organic farms or something, you start an organic farm. That's all there is to it. That's all you can do. You can't just expect, like you said, Big Daddy government to sort us all out. Our problems are our own. Relying on the government is just another one of our problems.
And what goes down when you give the government too much power?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Just look at history for that, man.
Yeah.
It's like, you'll get what you want in the short run. You'll be vindicated. You'll get to oppress the oppressors, the people that oppressed you, by doing your own fucking oppression and calling it anti-oppression. But at the end of the day, you're the one that's going to end up getting oppressed by the government that you thought was going to help you and just be there for you because it cared so much about your precious feelings. Government doesn't give a fuck, Jack. It gives a fuck about your allegiance, your alliance, your assimilation.
Your citizenship.
Yes.
Deny your citizenship. Be your own king.
Yeah, well,
or queen.
What do you know about the etymology of government?
Government.
Do you know what that means? I heard it once, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I feel like I do know, but similarly can't remember.
Something to do with mind control or something, I think.
Yeah, totally. Govern mind. Yeah, totally. Mentality.
Yeah.
Ment. Yeah, I think that is what it means. Totally.
Mind control.
Yeah. To govern is to control.
Well, that fits.
Yeah. Mentality.
Yeah. We have some pretty silly shit going on in our government.
Yeah.
Pretty funny stuff happening.
Oh, it's absurd, man. It's absurd all over the world. Look at this Donald Trump character.
Do you ever watch the actual Australian Parliament?
Yes, I have in the past.
Dude, that's some entertaining shit.
Yeah.
That's some entertaining shit.
Well, it's like you're laughing, but it's so sad at the same time, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a bit, but at the same time, I like to look at it like a Shakespearean play. Like it's entertaining.
Yeah.
I try to detach myself.
Well, you kind of have to, man. You kind of have to, otherwise you're crying, really. You're either laughing or crying.
Yeah, because you're like, these people are actually in control of the laws that govern us.
Yeah.
But at the same time, look at Australia, man. It ain't that bad considering all the other fucking countries in the world.
Yeah.
We have got it so splendid here. And still people find it that they need to whinge about all the little nitpicky stuff that's going on. Yes, there's shit going on, but get some perspective, you know? Fuck. It's a fucking beautiful place to live, and I wouldn't live anywhere else. Even if Melbourne gets extremely eggshell oriented and extremely PC, all the more reason why I should stay here and do my podcast.
True.
To highlight it so everyone knows what's going on on the streets.
No,
I'm just some guy. I'm not like part of assimilated to the, I'm not part of any Illuminati. I'm just some dude.
I just can't do the city too long in general, eh?
I feel that.
Yeah.
Well, like, I have to move soon, man, because I am actually getting kicked out. Because unfortunately, I do live with sociopaths and people that suffer from avoidant personality disorder.
Yeah.
And that is a shame for me, and I need to move. But at the same time, maybe I see that adversity as a bit of a blessing, and I can jujitsu that, and maybe my life will turn out better.
Yeah,
you know, if I just approach it with the right attitude,
New
right?
horizons, man.
Right attitude. This is what we need in society. You face adversity, I face adversity, we all face adversity, okay? But stop playing a victim is what I would say if you wanted my advice, if you valued my opinion, because it'll work out better for you, I think. Because it worked out better for me, and we're all fucking humans, and I think there are general archetypes to humanity that, you know, are real. They're so real, man, and they're in everything. All religions, movies, art, songs. It's like our collective unconscious kind of like manifesting. Fuck yeah, bro. So like, if you happen to meet an alien, right? Like
I probably have.
Like a Plutonian, and he's feng shuiing in a corridor of Melbourne, right? And he can speak English, right? He comes up to you. How would you represent for humanity? What would you like to ask him?
I imagine he'd probably do the talking. Yeah. When I
Yeah.
started imagining it, like you were setting the scene there, and it was like, I see the guy, this Plutonian, and he just sort of, you know, I don't know, imparts wisdom upon me. I didn't really need to ask, he just fills me in. That's kind of what I'd reckon.
Hypothetically speaking, if he didn't talk, what would you ask him? And he could speak English.
So how do I know he can speak English? He hasn't talked yet. He says hello or some shit.
He says hello.
He says hello, okay.
So, what's up?
What do I, yeah, I'd probably just be like, hey, where are you from?
Pluto.
Pluto, oh. What's it like over there, bro? I'm not a bro, actually. Yeah.
No, it's totally feng shui. It's really small, it's really elite. Only the really underground motherfuckers get there. The underground Melbourne Power Rangers. It's the heaven for the underground Melbourne Power Rangers. We all go to Pluto.
All right. Fuck yeah, bro. Nah, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
If I met an alien, like I say, I don't think I'd have, like, I don't feel like anything I could put together would be worth asking them in a way.
True.
Like I just like go for the ride.
So like perhaps maybe you would ask something like, what do you have to tell me?
Yeah, totally. And that's what I said, like fill me in.
Yeah, fill me in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably say the same thing, man. I just want to listen to what the fuck he has to say.
Yeah. Give me a dose.
But at the same time, like, I'd probably interject and shit along the way if I didn't understand and stuff. But like, yo, what do you mean by this? Yada yada.
Yeah. I don't picture them speaking English though. I picture them just like speaking telepathically, probably. Just like even like you can just like show you shit like like pew, straight into the main brain.
How would it be though if they just like this big declassification comes out, like Tom DeLonge drops the bomb of wisdom on the masses, and is like, oh, this crazy new tech, you can levitate shit, aliens are real. Here's an alien, and right, you know, like that translates to like you know, but. How do you reckon that would change the world, man? You reckon we'd freak out, descend into chaos? Or do you reckon we'd deal with that shit, alright?
It'd depend on, like, if people were even willing to believe it. And then, probably a bit of everything, you know, a bit of chaos.
Yeah, people would deny it, maybe.
Yeah, they'd be like, deny it.
Conspiracy.
You know? Like, if it all came out and it was, like, irrefutable and the government was, like saying, like, nah, it is true. Like,
at the Oval Office, then there's an alien there and he's speaking to you in, like, fucking Klingon.
Totally. I'd like to think that overall as a race, we'd come to terms with it, you know, and we'd all get on the level. Yeah, it'd probably take a little while.
How about if they integrated into our society? How about if they integrated into our society and they could read our minds?
Yeah, see, and then it'd be getting tricky, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, people wouldn't like that.
We need to start.
Watch something. Have you? There's. I'm gonna spruik a show. What's up?
Plug one.
Philip K. Dick, the author.
Yes.
You know Philip K. Dick?
Electric Dreams.
Electric Dreams, the new show. Yeah. Good shit.
Fucking love that shit.
Yeah, fuck yeah. You saw the episode with the mind control then, with the telepaths. It's the very first episode.
Yeah, I definitely did see
the government
it, but I don't remember it.
The government uses telepaths to like read people's minds. And people, yeah, and people like protesting against it because it's like, you know, they want their own mental liberty or whatever, you know.
What do they call them?
Teats.
Teats.
Yeah. Short for telepaths.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Shit, son. Yeah, and they fucking revolted, didn't they?
The telepaths.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's sort of like underground telepath crew, like anti-telepath crew. I don't know. It's a shame because it's only just a short episode, you know.
For real, yeah. Hey, another great one is the new Star Trek that came out.
Oh yeah.
It's way better than the other ones, dude. Like, it is like
new series,
hectic as fuck.
Movie. New series.
New series, yeah. It's got this black chick is the lead role, and she is like half Klingon, like raised by the Klingons. So she's got all that kind of like, she's human, but she's just a little bit alien, you know. Just really sexy. And so anyway, she's on the ship, right? And this ship is like a research vessel. Spoiler alert, ladies and gentlemen. Skip ahead if you don't want to know about Star Trek. There was spores. There's these spores, man, that they all like farm on this like ship because it's a research vessel, right?
Yeah.
And they discover this like creature. It's like a macro version of a microscopic kind of organism that we have on Earth. It's a giant bug, and they find out that it's the supercomputer that if they connect the spores up to this bug, then they can transport the ship to any place in the universe because it's all connected by this grid of like this fungus and this like spores that they farm, and it's like these spores, but they can transmute through time and space.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, and like this is what the fucking Tom DeLonge was going on about, man. He was talking about manipulating the time-space continuum and shit, like talking about like time manipulation tech.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and he said like his new fucking thing, his new I think it's like to the stars, I think it's called, this like research place. I don't know a lot about it, but so what he said on the podcast, he's going to be releasing some of this tech to the public.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck? Hey, but hey, like it seems like do you reckon you and Interlude, the Reckoning, have been going for a long time? Yeah, a bit of a break. Do you have some final thoughts like to share to the collective unconscious? Perhaps, like hypothetically speaking, from Jinglong Hu, you know, he lives in Tibet, right? He's in a very oppressive monastery, and you know his old mate from Nicaragua comes along to the Tibet for a visit, his stepbrother, and he's like, yo motherfucker, check out this podcast. First podcast he's ever heard, first audio that he's ever heard, because he wasn't allowed to even speak until he mastered the tabla. I don't know, whatever. But like, alright, so, well that's India, but hypothetically speaking, anyway, he gets this podcast to this boy, right?
Yeah. And it's this podcast.
Yeah, what would you like to share to him? How would you like to influence his psyche?
I don't know. Kind of like the alien question, you know?
Yeah.
I'd probably just want to hear what he had to say.
For real.
You keep giving me all these, like, you know.
It's pretty out there.
It's pretty out there, hypothetical.
Well, like, hypothetically, if this podcast influenced his dream and he had a dream about this podcast.
Okay, what kind of dream would I want him to have?
Set the scene for the dream, brother.
Scene for the dream. He's on a boat, little canoe. He's rolling down the river. He sees these two guys sitting up on the shore. He pauses for a minute. He sort of stops rowing for a second. He looks up. They're yarning about something. He sees them. He wants to connect. Wants to even maybe row over there, but that fear takes a hold and he just rows on by. Just rows on by.
That's sad.
Yeah, bro.
Poor little Ling Young Moo. How does the dream end?
That's it, man.
That's it. He just rose off in the sunset.
Bro. Yeah.
Damn. It's deep. It's deep. Deep and dark. Deep in the dark, dirty, murky waters of the Yarra. We're coming to you.
Alright.
Alright, we'll see.
Signing off.
We'll see you in the collective unconscious, Melbourne.
Catch you, motherfuckers.
Stay classy. Stroke the photo mic before you leave. It's pretty.
Yeah, that's fair.
Jazz. I never get bitten by mosquitoes. I reckon it's because I'm vegan.
Nah, bro, I'm
Partly.
fucking pretty much vegan.
Hey, you know,
too.
you're
That
like
doesn't- that's
literally
bullshit.
recording the cock perspective right now. Like the microphone is right on the testicle. It's like.
Oh, dude, same. Dude, box perspective.
What does the box
Look at that.
have to say about this?
What does the box say? Eat pussy, not me.
Squish, 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 squish.
Nah, not much
Queef.
of that.
Queef!
Oh god, that'd be quite problematic.
That's like the next level Pokemon. Queef. It's like Queef evolves to become Couscous.
Nice!
Kiss!
What's that?
And then
it like
evolves-
squirts fucking like couscous at you.
What's couscous?
Couscous.
Thank you.
Couscous.
Oh.
How? I like couscous.
I love the earth. You know, people want to shit on the earth and shit on humans a lot, man. We ain't so bad, I reckon. There's a lot of good in the world. I reckon it's balanced, though. I reckon that there's a yin yang, man.
Totally.
The reckoning. How have you been?
Good.
Nice. Tasty.
Okay.
So it's Halloween. Have you noticed any spooky goings on in your life recently?
Really?
No?
Not really. Yeah, into that whole facade.
It's a facade, you reckon?
Yeah, it is. It is a bit.
The spookiness.
Yeah, like the realisticness of it.
Oh, so you think this time of the year there's not like any special spookiness happening?
Not particularly. Only what I guess Halloween generates in people, not necessarily
right.
as it is.
So maybe the people are generating the spookiness for themselves.
Yeah, true. True.
What do you reckon cats talk about?
Cats.
Yeah.
God, I wouldn't even know.
They
Being
meow it all the
hungry?
time, man. They must be talking about
Yeah.
something though.
Talk about being dicks.
Yeah.
Cats are dicks.
Definitely food.
Yeah, food. Food and being dicks.
They're a bit like totalitarian cats, you know? They walk around like fucking,
Yeah.
fucking
Posh.
better than you.
I own this.
Motherfucker, you don't realize. We will take over one day.
I think they will.
Maybe. Do you reckon that's the new stage to our society, a cat Hitler?
It's very possible.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I would. My cat is a bit, you know, he's got a little marking here.
Right?
It's a little one.
Right?
But it's like, it's about something.
Shit, man. What the fuck are we gonna do about these cats?
I don't know, man.
But hey, you know, like I heard, like they're literally like taking over. They're doing some pretty crazy shit. Like, I'm totally gonna butcher this story, but they have this kind of like virus-like thing that they have infected mice with, and this has changed the neurotransmitters of the mice. As in, earlier, they used to be adverse to the smell of cat piss. They used to scare the mice away. Now, the cats have entered the fucking minds of these mice and rewired their brains to now be sexually attracted to the smell of cat piss.
Oh no! That's fucked up.
I know, right?
How did this happen?
Fucking taken over.
It's 2017. What's going on?
Do you reckon Pluto's a planet?
Oh yeah.
Represent
Just
Pluto.
because he's small.
I grew up knowing Pluto was a planet. How dare they take that back?
Yeah,
It's
these
ridiculous.
motherfuckers.
They took him back, and then they like gave him back to us, and then
No, isn't he a semi-planet or something?
Well, yeah,
it's like an
what is
actual
that?
word
Like,
for it.
either you're a planet or you're
Dwarf
a
planet.
eh?
That's it,
Like,
dwarf
oh,
planet.
okay, that's not very
Which
nice, is it?
a little bit iffy on the name, isn't it?
It's a bit offensive.
Yeah,
A
just a
little
touch.
bit.
A little bit. I think it's a bit too much. Half planet is probably better.
What?
No, that's bad too.
Mini planet. Mini planet.
Midget planet.
This is very Game of Thrones. I feel very attacked right now.
Why do you reckon people want to diss and attack Pluto? Do you reckon that Pluto perhaps is just feng shuiing on the next level of jazz consciousness, and that ideal just judges everyone, so they just want to bring him down, like the tall poppy syndrome?
I think he's like the
No?
Fitzroy of planets. Like he's like everyone's like, oh, you're so hipster. Like get out of here.
Today,
We don't
the
have time
only
for this.
semi-planet.
Yeah.
Pluto when he was on vinyl.
Yeah.
Yes, he's the vinyl planet. Yeah, 100%.
Oh goodness.
People aren't ready for Pluto, but he's ready for us.
Yeah, he'll be.
Pluto's coming, ladies and gentlemen. You may not even think that he's a real planet, but, you know, what are you going to say when a Plutonian rocks up on your doorstep?
Wow.
So,
I'll be ready for it.
I won't know how to
Because
react.
I'll be in Fitzroy waiting.
hypothetically speaking, if you did meet a Plutonian feng shuiing in the corridor of Melbourne, how would you interact with him? What would you ask him? How would you represent for humanity?
Well, you know, I'd show him Fitzroy where he belongs, you know, take him to Bimbo's $4 pizza. Woo! A craft beer, obviously. You know, all that stuff.
How do you reckon music affects your psyche? Do you have some kind of like musical therapy that you do, or you play certain music to get in a certain frame of mind to help your psyche in a certain way?
Yeah, definitely.
Hip-hop gets me revved.
I rap.
Oh, really? Yeah, there you go.
My rap name is Arc,
Okay.
like Archetype. I'm going to be releasing some stuff with the podcast. I was going to release it this weekend. This is the launch party. I was going to play my first episode of the podcast. Fortunately, nobody turned up.
Oh,
Probably. Well, no, it was gloomy and rainy and shit, so I can't blame them. You know, like they did say they were going down, but it's like Google lied to me, ladies and gentlemen. They told me it was going to be a sunny day. Google lies.
It is, yeah.
Pretty much what they do.
Right.
Weather app.
Yeah, fucking what's up with Google? What do you reckon is the next stage of human evolution? Do you think we're going to merge with the machines?
No,
You hope not?
I read an article recently about them putting human eyes in a pig.
Oh,
like breeding. Like they grew an embryo with human eyes.
Oh
and
yeah,
a
that's
pig.
common.
Yeah, they usually do
But
it.
is that to transplant the eyes back into people? Like, is that the
I didn't.
point?
They didn't go into detail. They just proved that they could
do
do
this.
it once.
Yeah, well, they've done it with bodily organs and stuff. They're
Like people
growing
have.
human organs on pigs.
Yeah.
And harvesting that shit.
Just don't know. Like,
it's a bit.
There's
of
got to
a-
be issues with it.
Like I guess. You know,
Okay, so like one issue is how far do we go? I mean,
Yeah,
we give them so much of our genetics. Maybe they get sentient.
I just got like the image of a pig standing up on two legs,
person.
and it's fucking awful.
That's really.
I am a
That's
real
really
pig
scary.
person.
I think I'm actually more scared of
You know,
like
pig rights advocates like protesting in the street. We are kind of people too.
Yeah.
a little bit.
Oh, they'll add to the LGBTQ pigs.
Yeah, well,
It'll join
LGBTQ.
I believe it's LGBTIAQ plus.
Yeah,
Thank you very
A+,
much.
yeah.
You are racist and you are sexist.
Everything.
No, I did hear that the next thing that's going to be included in the LGBTIAQ plus, I think that's right, is the otherkin community. Did you hear about that? There's rumors about that.
I have heard that.
Do you know about the otherkins? Yeah.
I have a mate that's really pissed off about all the extra stuff that they've put on
really?
the back of it, because like he's just gay and he's like,
Yeah.
what? Like people like associate all that with just wanting to be able to be married,
Like,
and that
what-
makes it like a negative impact for some reason.
What was the group meant to be in the first place? Was it just
don't
meant to be
know.
just gay?
LGBT, I think it's just a group.
But I guess
for
it is gonna-
being-
Originally, it was just being gay, right? But then
Yeah.
it just
It grew, I guess,
transformed.
yeah.
It's growing still.
It's growing, but then it's
Who knows
coming,
where it's going to go?
It's just growing into
Look,
things
so-
that people can't control, I guess.
Yeah, well, this is one of my questions as well. It's like, where's this control here? I mean, like, is there? It's obviously not a democracy. They don't all get together in a room and
photo and shit. So who is this motherfucker on top of the pyramid in a high tower saying, there shall be an O, there shall be a Q?
Who adds all the letters? Who knows?
Like, what who's
I'm
doing
sure that
this?
they don't all agree.
Who is this person?
I'd love to know.
Yeah, I'm gonna Google that.
Google that shit.
Yes. Who is the pyramid?
Who is on top of the pyramid?
Plus A.
Who do you think is on top of the pyramid?
I don't know. No, I can't think. Maybe it's you. Maybe that's where this list is coming from.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hey, if I was, I couldn't tell you.
No, it's a secret.
I think a wombat's on top of the pyramid.
Oh yeah.
Wombat Illuminati represent.
See that?
Wombat confirmed, ladies and gentlemen. What do you reckon is the next stage of wombat evolution?
Longer legs.
Oh yeah.
But like a fatter body.
They don't need to evolve though. They've got the life already.
Really cute, but like.
No, but I mean, like they just lay in a burrow.
They could run faster with longer legs.
Yeah, but do they need to run if they burrow?
Maybe they want to run. Do you know?
I think they.
I haven't spoken to a wombat recently. No.
I think they want to lay on their ass with their round bodies and their little legs up in the sky with a big fat belly.
Well, yeah, they've got the leg. They've got the leg.
How do you reckon people evolve? You know, like if we wanted to promote more human evolution in society, what do you reckon we should do?
I feel like it's sort of happening with just the fact that everyone's being more honest about, obviously even just the LGBTQI plus.
What do you mean by human evolution? Do you mean like as a society or mentally? Like as in something?
As individuals.
Individuals.
Yeah.
I think it's
because we are individuals.
We're all controlled by each other. Like social media has made it a point where we can only be controlled by each other. Like
I think that like
Johnny Rodden would disagree.
Yeah.
The more that people like open up though, like that's how people are evolving, because if people don't, like the first person that does it, they like get the ball rolling, and that's why there are all these extra things now, is because they were always there, but people didn't know how to like identify with how they were feeling and stuff.
That's easy to say in Melbourne though, whereas it's common, I guess, but not in country, rural towns and things like that. People they can't be different. Like it's just not allowed socially, I guess.
But at the same time, it's like they have their groups and we have ours, you know, and individuals in those groups can be highly dogmatic and shun everyone that doesn't fit into the categories of their group on all sides. This isn't a left or right or male or female issue. This is just a human issue. It's human nature to do this.
But that's why social media is a problem, but also a positive, because yes, it gives people a way to speak. Like it gives everyone a voice, but then it gives everyone a voice. So the people that have a shitty voice also get a voice. Like which is unfortunate. It's pros and cons.
Sure, but I think where it would help to give the shitty voiced people, the people that we may deem a bit offensive in Melbourne, a platform. Here's the argument for that. All right. Where in the whole history of humanity has banning or restricting an idea or a thought or a language ever had the desired effect? Do you know, Vinny? Example? No, because generally speaking, if we just want to sweep shit under the rug, that's just going to fester and get a lot worse and create more of a problem, I reckon.
You can't tell people to not have like an opinion or...
Yeah, it makes people...
Oh, you can, people have.
You can tell people, but you're like, it's...
And if people decide...
Completely ineffective.
And if people decide to do that and self-censor themselves and become serfs, basically, I think that's what leads to really fucked up totalitarian societies, because nobody speaks their mind. They're all walking on eggshells. That's how you can let that root grow. I mean, people look at
communism.
Oh, who knows, you know? But like, people look at totalitarian governments such as like Nazi Germany and stuff, and a lot of the time we have this idea, so, we just had this dictator, and Adolf was just ruling this poor country of Germany, right? But if you look at totalitarian societies, they are tyrannical from top down. So it's like, it only works if everyone in that society has that mentality, you know? Yeah, exactly. And I'm noticing that in Melbourne a little bit, you know, some people act very tyrannical and very, you know, quick to diss and shun and shame the devil of their relative groups. You know, do you notice that going on a little bit?
Yeah, 100%. Like, we're all very opinionated in Melbourne, and everyone is happy to say it. I don't think that many people are going to keep their opinions to themselves no matter what it is. It's all pretty full on at the moment, obviously, because of the vote.
Yeah.
And everyone kind of like pointing fingers, like, well, if you didn't tell me to do it, then I wouldn't do it, or whatever.
What?
It's just so logical.
Also, only a few more days to vote, folks.
I think
Do it.
Is it last day today, I think?
Is it really?
Yeah.
They were fucking meant to send me a thing, but they didn't.
What, you didn't get the vote?
Yeah, well, the dudes came to my door and they're like, hey, we're just checking to see if you got the pamphlet or whatever. And I'm like, nah. And they're like, well, we'll send one. I'm like, cool. I already get it. But hey, like on the topic of the vote, right? What do you girls reckon about the recent amendment to Bill 18C? Do you know much about that?
No.
Okay,
Refresh
so
my memory.
I may butcher this. You may have to just like look up this law yourself. But I'm just going off what I heard on the news. It may be wrong. Don't go to this podcast for your news, ladies and gentlemen. This is just one motherfucker's reckoning about what he heard. And I'm fucking open to be wrong, man. Like, I'm trying to create a community where people can, like, say foolish things and other people can say, yo, that's foolish because... And then people can be like, oh, okay, new perspective. But anyway, as far as I can tell, what I heard was... so like a few months ago they made an edit to the 18C bill in the sense of like previously you could seek legal action, you had legal grounds if you were offended by something. Like if your feelings were hurt and you took offense to something that was said, but only if you're a particular community, only if you are a minority group, or only if you are like a woman and stuff like that.
Yeah, you can sue people for being racist and stuff on a public platform.
Yeah, but this is different than objective racism. This is subjective offense. Like I may read racism or sexism into something that you say that you mean this, or you implied that when you didn't actually say it directly. And in that case, they would actually have legal grounds to pursue that. But there was an edit to that where they removed the word offense, and now, well, like it was, you know, strictly like direct threats, which I agree with, that should be banned. We shouldn't have direct threats and stuff like that. You can't rally Nazi groups and stuff like that. I agree with banning that stuff. But the recent amendment, it seems to be that they've put the word offense back in it. So it seems from my perspective that it is that people have legal ground to sue people for up to like, I think it's like $12,000 now under this new temporary amendment while this vote is being passed for the LGBTIAQ plus community. Only them, if they are offended, they have the right to pursue that legally. What do you reckon about that?
I feel like that's just a cover-up for possibly the vote answer being no. I feel like they're like, have this, as in like, you know, have this law.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
We'll probably end up deciding to vote no.
Consolation.
So here's this, you know, like...
Who actually, like...
How are you going to do that? Like, oh, you just, like, wolf whistled me in the street. Give me your details.
Like,
I want to sue you.
How do you even prove it? Like,
yeah.
How could you? Who does this? Who actually goes? Like, how many people?
Is there someone like walking? Is there someone walking around booking people?
Some people went to court about this. I don't remember the full details of it, but
like, I understand
you can
if
Google
it's like,
ladies and gentlemen, it's out there.
I understand like if it's like a work colleague that's like, you know, said something inappropriate, then yeah, cool.
I mean, I guess where is the line though?
Like, you know, workplace harassment, stuff like that.
What
but
about context though? Like the spirit behind it, doesn't that matter more than the exact language? I mean, we do have comedy, we do have humour. There's a bit of a war on sarcasm going on in Melbourne that I'm noticing.
It does, but even if even if it is true,
people deliberately taking you the wrong way, you know.
Yeah, I know, but even if it is true, there's no way that you can possibly book someone for it and not be able to talk your way out of it. It's their word. It's your word against theirs. Like
not if it's recorded. Not if it's on record.
Oh, true. Yeah.
But we have technology these days that can manipulate audio to where you can take some audio that a person has said and manipulate it to make it say things that they didn't say, and it be totally undistinguishable by anyone.
So there you go.
So it is. There is every way out of it. It's not something we can.
Yeah. Right. So. Yeah, how would you police that shit? That's a good fucking question.
Yeah. Another thing for Google. It's a bit much, I think. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I mean,
like, obviously it shouldn't happen.
We've all been in those situations where, like, we've been offended, obviously, or like levels of offence, like really high ones sometimes. But like,
I don't even know what that word means, honestly.
Just like, I mean, well, it's what's the word? It's objective. Subjective.
Hurt feelings.
Subjective.
Hurt feelings, basically, it comes down to, right?
Well, yeah. But you know, some people are more sensitive than others. Like, and again, if you do pick up on something in the wrong way, that's not how it was meant at all, then. Like, exactly,
you're not looking at the spirit, spirit behind.
They didn't mean to offend you,
and you don't know what they mean.
Well, you don't. Maybe they did mean to offend you, but they're like pretending they didn't mean to offend you. I don't know.
It's called satire, ladies and gentlemen. It's a bit of wit, a bit of comedy. Sometimes people like to do that, you know. And I think it's alright. I think it's a bit of fun. I think that's how we alleviate a bit of the tension, a bit of the seriousness that's going on in our society with a bit of fucking silliness.
That is true.
You know? But what do you girls reckon about the objectivity of offence? Because we seem to be like worked in our laws, this objectivity. You go on a train and there's a little sign that says no offensive language. Like, offensive to who's this motherfucker in a high tower?
Yeah, I've actually hated that sign always. Like, what is that? Like,
who deems this shit?
Why is it offensive? Like, why are they swear words? Like,
is it the same person that's deciding the acronyms? The LGBTIAQ plus 12, 13, Buffalo 65.
How did they get this job? I want it.
That's what I want to know.
Right, we should probably wrap this up.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
We've got to get back to the party.
Of course,
I'm
yeah.
gonna keep taking photos.
Let's live this shit. It's been a pleasure. Do you have some final thoughts that you'd like to drop to the collective unconscious of Melbourne?
Get involved with this shit. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's enjoyable.
Follow this podcast.
Fuck yeah. We'll see you in the collective unconscious Melbourne. Stay classy.
It's called It's called the Mac Baron.
Mac Baron.
Yeah, you get it off the internet, bro. Like, it's a lot cheaper to buy tobacco from overseas, from America, man.
But what about getting it shipped here? They don't.
Dude, I spent $1,600 in tax, and I bought maybe like fucking, I don't remember, like 2 kilogram or whatever of tobacco, and it was still about $900 cheaper than buying the most expensive tobacco that we have here in Australia, and like all with postage and all that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Hectic.
Yeah, and I got like flavored fucking aged pipe tobacco, aged rope tobacco and shit, man. I'll give you a little bit of it, man. Yeah, like I've got some on me, man.
I'm just making this log cabin. You have that one?
No.
Oh, it's nice. You can get it here. It's pretty expensive. Now it comes in a 50 gram tin.
Okay.
Yeah. It's nice. I think it is pipe tobacco. Like, it's in thick strips.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you got to break it apart. It's not rubbed or whatever. It's unrubbed. Yeah.
Well, that's what I got, man. The Mac Baron one that I got anyway comes in these little coins. Yeah. Little coins of tobacco, and you break it apart.
Sick.
Like, what you got to do when you vape, ladies and gentlemen, if you buy a vaporizer and you are vaporizing tobacco, what you got to do, right? Because you might vaporize some normal fucking durry tobacco that Damo sold you from down the block with a picture of fucking Brian on it, or like a dead baby. How much shame can you handle as a smoker? Fucking Australia, what are you doing? You're shaming people way too much. But anyway, if you do that, then the vape it doesn't have much body. But but if you buy some really strong pipe tobacco from like America, then it puts the body back in the vape. Fuck yeah! So we're back at the reckoning, ladies and gentlemen. Feng shuiing by a lake, a very dirty lake, but a river.
The Yarra.
The Yarra, but still quite beautiful. I gotta say. I mean,
that's the best. City was built on this river.
Just look at this earth just like coming out.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
I love the earth. You know, people want to shit on the earth and shit on humans a lot, man. We ain't so bad, I reckon. There's a lot of good in the world. I reckon it's balanced though. I reckon that there's a yin yang, man.
Totally.
You know, we're all. I think maybe reality just balances itself out, like over time. I think. Our perspective might be that, oh, shit's really bad, but, you know, we live in a very small bubble.
That's it.
So, yeah. Hey, I got questions, man. Hold on. Let me break out my little notepad, ladies and gentlemen. Fuck yeah, this is why I write down shit, but then I never remember to actually talk about it ever. Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, well,
going back on our previous tip, do you think your beliefs change very often, like over time? You are constantly kind of changing your beliefs as you kind of adapt to the new info, or do you have, like, do you mostly hold the same beliefs that you've had for a while now?
I guess it's hard to say. Maybe I have some like overall beliefs that haven't changed in a while, but like lots of, yeah, like smaller, like, or more specific, I guess, beliefs that are constantly changing. Yeah, totally.
For real?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Oh yeah, that's not really a very big question, is it? Hold on, let me get those. Oh yeah, bro. All right, so it's fucking Halloween, right?
All Hallows Eve.
All Hallows Eves, ladies and gentlemen. Have you experienced any spookies goings-ons in your life recently?
No, not as yet. It's always pretty spooky.
Yeah. I had some spooky stuff happen to me recently. Yeah, like there's this weird thing where I like leave. This is the first time it's happened to me in this house that I live at, but I leave the back door in the morning, close it, go and take a piss in the garden, come back, and it's locked, and nobody else is in the house. And to lock it, you need to turn this lock like 360 degrees on the inside of the house. And it happened once, I didn't think much of it. And then it happened again a few days later, and I spent about 10 minutes at the door trying to close it and move it in some way that would make the door lock. I couldn't get it to happen.
Totally.
Yeah, so...
That is pretty trippy.
Yeah, very trippy. Have you had any trippy experiences like that in your life before? Like unexplained, spooky goings-ons?
Yeah, I feel like I definitely have, yeah.
You feel like you want to talk about it, or feel free not to if you don't want to?
No, it's hard to recall anything specific, really. But I feel like there's a lot going on all the time that goes unexplained, yeah. For sure. Yeah. It's just when you notice it.
Yeah, you got to keep those eyes open, Melbourne.
Yeah.
The anomalous is happening all around
you. Actually, I did have one particular sort of massive event. I was camping in the bush.
Yeah.
I was only about half an hour away from the nearest town, and I'd been there for quite a while. Woke up one morning, I was just chilling, played some guitar. I was playing a song, Sugar Man by Rodriguez. You know Rodriguez?
Song, yeah. Great story, that guy.
Totally, yeah. So I'm playing this song. As I sing the last word of the last verse of the song, this massive explosion happens. It's just like literally 15 meters away from me. Just like bang, the whole ground shakes, massive like light in my eyes, like fucking...
Power line or?
No power line anywhere near. There was a storm going on, so it, like looking back, it must have been like lightning, I guess. But there was also just like weird sounds going on in the air for ages before that. It sounded like an engine, like a jet engine. Yeah, so at the time I really didn't know what it was. Hey, I mean, there's also like hunting going on in the forest I was in, so it could have been like explosives they used to scare deer away from certain areas and stuff like that, to herd them. But yeah, it's definitely like, that's probably one of the weirdest like unexplained things that's happened to me. Like, it was hectic. Like I thought people might have been attacking me, you know, in that moment. Like I jumped up, started running, fucking like put up my hands, like, because there was criminals that live in that forest too, so like I wasn't sure if it was like a raid, you know, like I thought like I better make sure they know I'm innocent.
Man, it's probably just like a drop bear that's just reached like Super Saiyan 3 and
just like thumped the ground.
Boom! Feng shuied like the Buddha.
It could have been lightning, but it didn't sound like lightning, and I feel like I would have known if it was lightning. Like, yeah. Fucking hectic anyway.
Yeah, that's fucking weird, bro. It's weird. Hey, what
got bombed? That's what I tell people.
What do you reckon is? What do you reckon is the next stage of wombat evolution?
Next stage of wombat evolution?
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the next one. I mean, you know how they used to be massive though, megafauna.
Oh yeah, they used to be huge, didn't they?
Megafauna kangaroo, megafauna wombat. I've heard stories that there still are some around. Like, especially I've heard stories about giant kangaroos. I'm talking
for real?
Like fucking 20 feet tall, man. More.
Whoa.
Yeah, some hectic stuff, bro.
Man, like it's possible. I mean, like, there's a lot of stories about these really weird creatures in the world. Like, there's stories of some places, I think it's the Amazon or something like that, where they're reporting like pterodactyls and crazy shit like that.
Really?
Yeah, like there's like video of it. Like, it could just be complete bullshit. That's the thing with video these days. The CGI has gotten so good that you cannot tell the difference. People say that they can, you cannot.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, look at Look at fucking Avatar. Like you can't tell shit, son.
Yeah.
2017, motherfucker. Well, what do you reckon is the next stage of human evolution?
I don't know. I got some mates. They talk about like fifth dimensional evolution.
Fifth dimensional.
Yeah. That like what we're moving towards is like taking away the physical, essentially, just having light bodies that can travel interdimensionally. Yeah.
That's pretty dope, man.
And the idea behind it being that we'll be able to bring our specific consciousness to the like what we call the afterlife, which is really just like higher dimensions, whereas like at the moment we don't do that. Like we live our life and then we return to the ether as a whole, as like being a part of the whole universe, but really it's not you're a part, you just are, and we all are the universe, or whatever you want to call it. People call it God.
Yeah.
But so the idea behind this evolution would be that we would be able to take our consciousness with us into all of the realms and like act more as individual like spirits, as it were, like rather than just like a unity.
Yeah, well, hey, like that's what the no, you don't need to press anything. That's what the American Indians believe, man.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. You need to draw on it a little bit, but yeah, there you go. So what the American Indians believe, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if it's the Hopis, I believe it's the Hopis, but like they have this theory, I believe, I'm probably gonna butcher this, so please don't like fucking racist fucking white bastard. I'm actually American Indian for the record, like I do have that kind of heritage in my genetics. I don't think that makes me immune. I'm not making excuses or anything, but just like for all you sensitive motherfuckers out there, they're gonna be like, stop your cultural appropriation. It's a fucking cool story, okay? So just, chill out. Alright, so what they think, from what I've been told, is they have these checkpoints throughout their life, right? And they go on a spirit walk where they take like peyote or some kind of hallucinogen, right? And the purpose of that is a walk through your own soul, your own subconscious, and so you can face all your demons, you can face all those archetypal dragons of chaos, the anomalous shit that you've never dealt with in your life, right? So the end goal of that is, if you do that enough in your life, at these certain checkpoints throughout your life, the end goal is to have what they call like a conscious death, where you're aware of your soul leaving your body and you can direct the flow of that energy throughout the cosmos. Yeah, well, that's what I was told, but like I think there's some archetypal truth in that, in the sense of like maybe not necessarily taking psychedelic drugs and going on that kind of journey, but in your everyday life, just not sweeping too much under the carpet, Right. I'm gonna deal with that shit because that dust is still there, and yeah, it's just gonna fester and get worse if you never deal with your own personal demons.
Yeah,
that's what I reckon. The reckoning is coming, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
We're in a park, representing lentils, represent fucking. So yeah, man, this is really cool chatting to you, man. Like,
thanks for having me, bro.
Would you think of do you think of like say for instance, if your thoughts could be broadcast to the entire cosmos, like what kind of overall kind of gems would you like to drop to them? Like
overall gems.
Overall gems, like like say your thoughts broadcast to everyone in the world. They could all hear your thoughts. What would you like to express to everyone in the world in a very general kind of sense? Like just a couple words. What would you kind of say to them?
I don't know. I guess there's a lot I'd like to say, but
what are you talking about?
I'd like to say, we like to overcomplicate the problems in the world.
That's true.
We like to, really delve into, like, the specifics of every problem, in our quest to to solve those problems.
We need to break them down.
Smaller into smaller little problems.
Demonstrate.
When like I get that, and it does work to an extent, but I think what we're lacking is a sense of the overall problem, and I think the overall problem is just people disrespecting each other, people inflicting pain upon each other.
Lack of empathy.
Yeah, lack of empathy, sure, you know, but even just lack of common sense, you know, lack of common sense with each other. Like,
well, I think
we know what's right and wrong when we do it, you know, and people do the wrong thing, you know, that people, you know, treat people like shit. You know, and that's the simple fact of it. But we also treat the land like shit. We treat animals like shit. And I think that things like that are even more like the root of why we treat each other like shit. You know what I mean? Like,
and if you treat nature, if you treat reality, the world like shit, what the fuck do you think you're gonna get in response to that, man?
Totally. Yeah. So I'd like to say that, you know, let's just start being better to the land, being better to the animals of the land, the
it's
plants
the Red
of the
Indian
land.
mentality. Like, the earth doesn't belong to us; we belong to the earth.
Totally.
Yeah.
And we belong to each other as well, and we forget that when we get caught up hating each other for whatever reason we can. You know, people look for reasons to hate. You know.
It's the assimilation. You assimilate to the group, and then the group has a collective devil, and you see that devil everywhere.
Totally.
You know, that's what I noticed.
That's you know, that's another thing I'd like to get to actually. Is that whole like God and the devil thing, that dichotomy, that dualism.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the fundamental problems in our society. There's so much like love and fear, you know, nature and unnature, you know.
Yeah.
And those things, I don't necessarily think are true. I think, you know, that really everything is either infinitely, like infinite things, you know. So not just love and fear, but infinite, like places in between and beyond, or just one thing, you know. That's my reckoning. Like,
could it be like
having this dualism?
Yeah, like a dualism. Yeah,
it
you don't like
leads
the
us
dualism
astray every time, man. Yeah, no, I don't like it, because then, you know, once you've got a God, then you're looking for the devil, like, you know, and you're seeing the devil. You know, it's you know what, like the three wise monkeys. You know, hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil.
Yes.
Because the evil only exists when you create it, really, when you acknowledge it, when you give it power. You know, if you believe that there is no fear, just love, then your actions will show that, and like you'll realize your own power of influence in any given situation. If there's just one person who can radiate pure love in a bad situation, it'll calm everybody down.
It's true.
It'll calm everybody down and get them all on that wavelength in seconds, you know.
And like, not only that, but like maybe truth expressed with love, I think would solve a lot of the issues in our society if we were all just honest with ourselves and the people around us, and but did that in a loving way.
Yeah.
I think that, shit could feng shui a lot better. But, you know, like, it's hard to talk about these very large, abstract concepts of, like, love and stuff, like, because a lot of people have a lot of different definitions of that, you know, man.
What's your definition of love?
Well, like, for me, like, love would be, like, all right, it's a very, like, practical, it's like an action almost, but, like, it's like you have empathy for somebody and you care about them actually, you know, feng shuiing on point and getting to their own goals and their own ideals in their life, and actively helping them achieve that.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like an active process. Like, you can do a loving thing. It's a choice. It's a choice that you make. You can act in love, or you can act in hate.
Yeah.
You know, you can act.
Yeah.
And I think it comes down to control as well. Like, love is not controlling; it's accepting.
That's what I was going to say.
And like fear breeds hate, because hate wants to control.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So because you fear that archetypal chaos, but you never deal with it. So you pathologically try to control that in the interactions with the people in your life. But if you just like went out there and just dealt with your own demons and worked on yourself, maybe you wouldn't be going around trying to work on fucking
everybody else.
Yeah, all like everybody else's problems. Like, deal with yourself first. That'd be my advice. But yeah. Great thing to drop to the Cosmos, man. Fuck yeah. Beautiful. What's that noise, man? Is that like...
Motorcar. Motorbike.
Motorbikes. Fuck yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad you finally rocked up, man. I'm just sitting here talking myself into a
Oh, I
hole.
thought you were supposed to come and get me.
We're being interviewed and shit.
Feel free to be included in my podcast.
As long as you don't,
You are completely anonymous. Yeah.
Hip-hop hippopotamus. Play with my dick.
Oh, it's just a limp-dicked maneuver, like of the whole junk, but it has to be flaccid.
Alright. Sign out for the record.
This is Joe signing off.
Catch you later, Montreal.
The truth is out there, Melbourne. Stay classy.